The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 424, being recorded on May the 22nd, 2023. I'm your host, Jesus, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief Henley Merrill is back. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
Yeah, West Coast, the best.
Best coast.
The best show today.
That's fucking right. And also from now, the West Coast, the best coast, Evan Tanaka is back. A1 Dick Sauce 6'9", and Shirt Pockets, as you may know him, is back.
Yes, sir. What's
Welcome.
up, guys? How's it going?
Evan, you're back on the best coast. How does it feel to be back?
It feels amazing. The sun is great. I miss the sun.
Oh,
I don't know how people live without the sun over there.
is there no sun in Ohio?
Is it just dead corn and dreary all the time?
Is it just like... Is it like apocalyptic over there? Like no sun, it's always like raining and shit and cloudy, or what's going on?
Foggy and...
Well, I was complaining about the weather a lot over there because it was, when I got there, it was, it was humid and it was hot and humid, which I'm cool with the heat, but more of a dry heat, I suppose. And then it got into the winter time and that was cold and rainy and snowy and cold.
And miserable.
And so, yeah, it was pretty shitty. And then everybody always said out there, well, if you don't like the weather, wait about 20 minutes and then maybe you'll like it. Because it just changed so frequently. But yep, it's definitely good to be back home on the West Coast.
Best Coast, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on Twitter _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review, rate us on your phone, whatever podcast platform you're listening to us on. Just drop us a review or a like or share us with your friends and family. Also, join us on Facebook, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. It's a group on Facebook. It is a closed group. Everything you post in there stays in there. And on the Discord machines, just click on the Discord link in your show notes, or just simply message us or ask us for a Discord link, and we'll get you set up with one. Also, big shout out, Gunny. Big, huge shout out to the Patreon machines over at patreon.com/horrible gamers to support the show with the monies, such as Leahy, Jason Sams, Robert Noble, Sean Patrick, Chad, Henley M, Pork Chop Poo, Nipron, the best HGP host ever, Mayo, Evan wears Vans on the best coast.
Yeah.
And Bill Gardner II, the first. Shout out to all of you for the money machines. Keep the show going. And you can also head on over to Redbubble. Get yourself some gear over at redbubble.com. Search for Horrible Gamers. You'll see somebody wearing our shirt with our logo. Simply click on that and you will be taken into the store where you can buy yourself some socks, some blocks, maybe a clock or a mug or a shower curtain, whatever you want. It's all in there. Get yourself something nice. We barely get like anything off of that because we try to keep the prices as low as possible. So, I mean, literally, we get like pennies on the dollar. Like, you may buy something and we'll get like 10 cents off of that. And I don't even know how to cash that out, so we really don't get anything off of that.
It's for the fans.
So, it's there. I don't even know how to get the money out of that shit, so I don't know. It's just there. It's sitting there. I mean, I don't know. It's just sitting there.
The whole dollar, Jesus. What are you going to do with it?
I know. Maybe I'll buy a game like Bomber Crew. Let's talk about what we've been playing this week, Gunny. Let's talk about
You're not going to buy that game again on another device, please.
I'm gonna buy it on Epic Store now.
Jesus bought a new Rogue Alley handheld. The first thing he buys is Bomber Crew. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. No, let's talk about what we've been playing and games that we've been playing and whatnot. So, Gunny and Evan, I was about to say Mayo, but the Mayo's not here.
He's
Mayo's
doing Mayo things.
Fucking Mayo doing his stupid Mayo things. All right, listen. We're here. And we're going to talk about stuff. But first, we're going to talk about what we've been playing, Evan.
Okay.
Evan, I've been playing of course, more Battlefield and more Call of Duty.
Okay, that's a given.
Call of Duty has the new map, right? And
Ye-
I think Call of Duty season is almost over because the first week of June is when the new season comes out, or the second week.
I think it's just shy of 3 weeks. I think there's like 3 weeks left.
Yeah.
I think.
So I've been playing a lot of the there's like a new infected mode, like a large one, where it has like 60 players maybe in the infected match, which is kind of stupid fun. And infected is just an easy mode, you know, you just get in
Yeah.
and try to survive. I kind of just play that to fuck around. But I've also been playing the new map, the Hatchery, I think is what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I think
Ye-
it's called Hatchery.
Yeah, the hatchery.
I've been playing that. I'm not a big fan of that map, man. There's something about it where it just doesn't feel like a classic Call of Duty map. It seems like a lot of these new maps are put into this game. Like there's another map that they introduced earlier this season that they put into the game that I'm not a fan of, and I don't know if like it's a nighttime
Which
map.
one? Oh, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
nighttime one where like I don't know, it's a part of the Warzone map, but I don't know what the map is actually called. But
Black gold.
it's a nighttime one, right? And like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like in
there's two. Well, the first
there's
two new
two.
maps that they dropped, one of them was black gold, and that one's nighttime. And it's I kind of, well, I mean, you remember back from 2019
Yeah.
where they had like, the cave was a
Hmm.
nighttime map, or they had that option in like realism mode.
Yeah.
And then the other map is the lighthouse map. You've played that one or
Oh
no?
yeah. Yeah, I kind of like the lighthouse one. That one's a little bit smaller, but I
It
like it.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not that small. I
Well, it's
guess
not that small, but
it's
it
more
has
like,
that.
yeah, it's like rectangular, so it feels like,
Yeah.
I guess if you're trying to run across the whole thing, it feels a little long or whatever, but that one's kind of like gloomy and like
Yeah.
almost nighttime-ish, but I mean it's not nighttime.
Yeah. But I don't. I mean, in Modern Warfare 2019, I was a huge fan of the nighttime maps or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And in this one, when I saw that one, I thought, hell yeah, it's back to these nighttime like cool maps. But once I started playing it, I realized how much I don't like being able to be spotted because you're used to been using that stupid IR laser.
Yeah, and everybody has it on there, I think.
Everybody. Yeah, no, by default, it's just on too.
Yeah.
So, like, you're so easily spotted no matter where the fuck you're at.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't a huge fan of that. But in 2019, I really liked those nighttime maps or whatever. But in this one, it wasn't. I don't know, maybe because I got used to playing without it. Well, now that we're back to it, it's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
But hey, man, I'm still a Call of Duty fan, and I'm still gonna buy the one that comes out this year. Uh, Modern Warfare 3, I think, is coming out
Is
this
that
year.
confirmed?
I'm pretty sure Activision said they're gonna release it, but they haven't released like a trailer for it or anything. But
So,
I think it's
yeah, I kind
coming.
of heard, I heard the speculations, even though they said like that they were going to take a year off. And then
Yeah,
it's weird because usually you know,
a trailer.
there's, well, no, I was going to say it's weird because usually they switch like developers for
They
that, right?
do.
And they
And I
didn't.
wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why they didn't. I wonder, like, if the next Call of Duty for Treyarch, if they're trying to do like something big for them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like maybe another battle royale mode.
Hmm.
But they're like thinking, how are we gonna introduce another like battle royale? But because they got Warzone, and Warzone is really successful for them. Honestly, most people that I know that play Call of Duty play Warzone. I don't
Yeah.
play it anymore, but that's the bulk of players, right? They all play Warzone, and I'm wondering if Treyarch is developing another battle royale or something to try to capture the rest of the audience. Because there's an audience,
They're
believe it or not, for Call of Duty, there is an audience that likes Infinity Ward and Modern Warfare and the Raven team, which is like me. I really like Infinity Ward. I've always been a fan of the Call of Duty Modern Warfares over the Treyarch ones. But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that I don't play the Treyarch ones. I'm just more of a fan of those. But the Treyarch ones have been able to catch me before. Like I really did play a lot of Black Ops when it came out. I
Mhm.
played a shitload of Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
And I remember I played a lot of those games, but I never really got into like the other ones, the ones made by the third team. Like I never got into Ghost.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare wasn't really one that I liked either.
Mhm.
There was another one they made, right? There was Ghost, Advanced Warfare, and another one. But the multiplayer in those felt a little off to me for some reason. And I wonder, like, they realized that they probably have a lot of the Infinity Ward audience, but not a lot of the Treyarch audience.
Which one made Vanguard?
Yeah, that was the same one. The one that
Yeah,
made
see,
the.
that was like 3 strikes you're out. I didn't like any of those.
I didn't like any of those either. For some reason, they didn't feel like. They felt like Call of Duty, but the multiplayer was a little off about them, wasn't it?
Well, okay, so I never played Ghost. I don't think I played Advanced Warfare. I did play Vanguard, but only for like a week because
Yeah.
my buddies, started playing it and I was like, "All right, I got it." And then we all stopped after a week. I was like, "Well, that was a
See,
fucking waste."
all those I played the betas on him, and I never liked them. Like, Advanced Warfare and Ghost, I actually played the multiplayer for a bit,
Mhm.
and I never became a huge fan of it. It just didn't catch me. It didn't feel like traditional Call of Duty for me. Like for me, I like the way Infinity Ward does the multiplayer, and I like the way that sometimes Treyarch does theirs.
Mhm.
Like I was a big fan. One of my favorite multiplayers out of all the Call of Duties was Black Ops 2. For some reason,
Yeah.
Treyarch really nailed it that time around. And everything about that multiplayer was awesome. Like the maps were fucking well done. The music, that like fucking dubstep, what was it, like dubstep at the time or something?
Oh, I
That
don't
fucking
remember.
music was on point. It got you hyped up every time you got into the multiplayer matches, the lobbies and shit. You got to customize all your shit. And they're the ones in that game where they introduced the point system where like you have like 10 points and you have to use the 10 points to assign shit to your class. That's when
Yeah.
they introduced that, and I like that. But after that, they kind of lost me in their next game. Which what the fuck was the next one they made? Was it Black Ops 3?
Yeah.
They
Black
kind of
Ops.
lost me on that one. But I'm a fan of Infinity Ward, and I really liked 2019 Modern Warfare. Actually, I think I liked it more than this one. But this one is not bad. I just kind of hope they do a little bit better if they come out with another one this year, which I'm sure they will. They make too much money off of these games to not come out with one every year.
Jesus, I'm looking here at because I saw it at the Apple App Store. So Call of Duty Warzone Mobile comes out November 1st. So I believe Infinity Ward's working on that.
Mm.
So that first map will be Verdansk.
I know a lot of people that play Call of Duty like Call of Duty Mobile, but there are a lot of females that play that. Fun fact.
Is that
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, a lot of females that I know that call themselves gamers, quote
I think
unquote.
they're also playing PUBG Mobile.
No, they play mostly Call of Duty Mobile.
Hmm.
It's really big, man. Like with female gamers, they play a lot of Call of Duty Mobile. I don't know why, but they're actually really good at it. I watched this girl play it. She was like fucking good at this. I'm like, I can't fucking do it. I can't do the touchscreen shit.
No, I can do it with a
And they're
controller, but
they're
not
fucking
touch.
good. Like they're legit. Like I mean, the game looks good and it runs pretty good on a phone, but it's almost like regular. It's like regular Call of Duty, but on a fucking phone. And there's a lot of players on there, dude. That's all they play exclusively is they play Call of Duty, but they play Call of Duty on mobile. Like it has its own market.
Yeah.
So I won't be surprised to see Warzone mobile become a huge hit. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of that.
Yeah, you
So
can do a pre-order on it. Just hit get. You're good. November 1st unlocks.
Call of Duty, it's a popular ass game, and I can't wait to see the new one come out. And I hope it's an Infinity Ward one. But if it's not, I really don't care. I just want more fucking maps.
Call
That's
of
all
Duty World War II, that was the other one. That was 2017.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, World War II. Yeah, that one kind of wasn't that good either.
Yeah.
Besides those 3, 4 games that I played some more Battlefield the other day. I played with Gunny actually.
Yeah.
We got our asses handed to us for some reason. those matches we got into, Gunny, I feel like it was because I was playing with you.
Oh, it was my fault. Huh? No,
No, no,
I
I
say
think
that
it
other
was.
team, the other side team, I think they all had mics and they were all coordinated against each other. You
No,
know,
no, I think that it was
and I
playing
think
with
we were
you.
the only two people that had mics on our side.
I think it was playing with you, man, because I think it matchmade us with newer players. Because I noticed the lobby was full of level like 20s and 11s and 10s. When I'm playing Battlefield, I'm usually like in the high tier levels.
See, and I'm
Like
level 7 over here. Oh, I was 5, I think.
I'm playing with like level 100s and shit on my team when I'm on Battlefield. And playing with you, most of the people on our team were like level 10 or level 20, which is weird. And I was like, so they must have put us with all the new players, and we got our asses just handed to us because I feel like these players that we're playing are probably players that play like a Call of Duty game or something that are not used to like how Battlefield works, where you got to work as kind of a you got to work as a team,
You do.
and you got to go.
You do,
And I feel like
for
these
sure.
guys weren't going for the objectives as much. And I think they didn't understand the concept of actually having to fight for the objective. Well, I think the other team knew that they had to, and the other team was fucking us up because they were just all over us on those first objectives. Like literally, within fucking 20 seconds of the first match starting, these guys were capping our objective already. Like they had it. I was like, how the
Yeah.
fuck did they get that so fast? But it's because the whole team ran there, and our team was just fucking trying to snipe and
Right.
do dumbass shit from fucking 100 feet away or whatever.
Trying to
And it's like,
snipe
what
with an M1. Yeah, how's
the
that work?
fuck,
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing, man? It kind of was pissing me off, but we got our asses kicked.
But it was good the second match because I can tell there was another squad that was using mics, and the way I can tell is just with the way they were running for the objective together. Um, but yeah, like so that was the only that was so then it was like it wasn't a stalemate, right? We just couldn't cap the objective. But it was a good fight though. It was really good. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, and of course my favorite was when you're just like join me in the fucking whatever the fuck we were in the helicopter or some shit. You're like,
Yeah.
get on the fucking gun and repair it. And we were doing pretty good. And then I was like, Jesus, watch out for that wall. Before I could even say the word wall, it was like boom.
I hit the wall, yeah.
But we were up there for a while. We were kicking ass.
I legit thought I had enough space to clear that wall but the problem is I was going too fast and just I think the wheels of the helicopter caught on the wall and blew it up.
I literally like out of my peripheral looked to the right and I was like, I think we're gonna hit that. Boom.
We're dead. We're dead.
But we were up there for a while and it just felt like we were going backwards the whole time, if like from my point of view.
Yeah.
You know, between repairing and just being on the gun. But yeah. Good stuff. That was fun.
Battlefield is a lot of fun. I'm at level 94 on the battle pass. 2 more weeks are left, or 3 weeks are left. So there's that. If you're looking to play the battle pass, and you have the battle pass in Battlefield, fun fact is that you can still go in now, and you can still probably beat and get to level 100 or pretty close to it, just because all those missions are still there that you can complete from the first week. So you can literally look at the list of missions and start like saying, okay, I'm going to do this one, this one, this one. And if you complete those, you'll get like extra points for doing those missions. And if you can coordinate yourself to look at the list every match and kind of try to focus on some of the missions that you can do on there, you'll get a lot of points and you'll be like just ranking up super fast on the battle pass and unlocking a lot of shit. But new seasons coming out. The DICE team has been talking to the community. I've been reading their patch notes and their updates on the game, and they're talking a lot about changes that they're making. So they're making changes to some of the characters. They're making it to where the guy with the ballistic shield is a little bit more nimble in terms of moving, because they're saying that the community keeps complaining about him not being able to move as good with the shield on. Apparently, you can also, on the new season, be able to use the shield on the zip lines. So you can use the shield while moving on the zip line. So you can kind of get like your team behind you, and everyone gets on the zip line, and the guy in front can have his shield up, so he's covering the bullets as your team is riding the zip line to the objective. They're also nerfing the Sentinel, which is the grenade defense system that one of the guys puts down, one of the support class puts down. They're nerfing his cooldown time on how fast he can shoot down projectiles. Because they're saying that he's too OP at the moment. Like you could just put 2 of those up, and pretty much the enemy will never be able to get grenades into the objective. So they're gonna nerf him a little bit. They're adding new guns to the game, and they're gonna add more attachments to the Battlefield legacy weapons, which these are the weapons from like the Portal mode. So Battlefield 3, think Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, and Battlefield Bad Company, and those games. So I have a lot of those guns unlocked now in 2042 that I can use. The problem with those, like for example, the M4, which is from Battlefield 4 that I have on Battlefield this one, when you have it unlocked, it only has like preset attachments already. So of course there's like a suppressor, an ACOG scope, a hollow sight, but these are all preset and you cannot change them out. Well, they're saying that with the new season, they're gonna add attachments that you can unlock. So now you're gonna be able to customize your weapon, like the M4, to more your style, right? However you want to use it or whatever. So I'm kind of excited for that because the M4 was like my favorite gun in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. And in this game, I just haven't used it as much because I feel like the attachments kind of suck.
Yeah,
But
it's
if
all
I could,
preset, right?
but if I could unlock some of the better attachments for it that I want and kind of customize it the way I want to use it, I feel like I'll be having a better experience with it. So I will look forward to that. They're also adding a new map to the game, and they're adding some other shit to the game. Like I forget, but there's a bunch of patch notes that are coming out all the time about all the changes they're doing to Battlefield, and I think they're also innovating and renovating and changing up the squad system because they're saying that a lot of people are playing the game, but they're not playing it as a squad. So they're trying to change the game to where they're gonna try to focus it more on squads again. So it seems to me like little by little, this game every time a new season comes out and every time a new battle pass comes out, that they're trying to look at Battlefield 4 and somehow make this game a little bit more like Battlefield 4, which is not a bad thing. I really enjoyed Battlefield 4. Everyone could say arguably that that's one of the best Battlefields ever made. So I think they're looking at that game and they're thinking, okay, how do we make this more like Battlefield 4 for right now?
Right.
Before we announce the next Battlefield fucking game, you know? Um, rumor has it that by this fall, so next month, we're going to get an announcement for the next Battlefield at the EA Live event. And I'm hoping that that happens. As you all know, E3 is canceled this year, but EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Sony, Nintendo, they've all announced that they're going to be doing some kind of event or showcase of their games to show off what they're coming out with in the next year or two. So I look forward to seeing what these developers are bringing, and I hope DICE and EA doubles down on DICE and brings out something cool for the next Battlefield.
Yeah.
I think we're ready. I think we're at that point, right? I think they realize, all right, look, we kind of flopped on 2042, but if we can get these fans back, hopefully by announcing a cool modern combat type game. I don't want Future. I don't want World War II. I was thinking maybe like a Cold War era game would be kind of cool, you know, like it's not too old, but it's not too new, you know, like maybe something set in like the 90s or 80s.
Right.
That would be kind of cool.
But it has to keep that Battlefield 4 theme, right? So, I mean, if it has, it's got to have the big buildings and, the faster helicopters
and
not
destruction. Yeah, it has to have this destruction and cool tanks and shit. Like I'm thinking, a Battlefield set in like I don't know, man. Set a Battlefield in something like the 90s, and just have really cool like experiences with like combat. You know, like make it to where I don't know. It's fucking Russia versus the U.S. or something, and the problem with 2042 is they try to offend nobody in that game. So there's like no countries that you're fighting for really. Like yes, there's
fine.
Russia, there's Russia and the US, but like there's no defined bad guy in the game, right? There's no like, oh, we are the bad guys or whatever. Like no, like everyone's a no-pat, which is part of no country, right? Like you're just
outside of like a World War II theme, yeah.
So I'm hoping they just kind of go back to the classics. Say, oh, you know what? Fuck it. It's the U.S. versus Russia, and we're doing this. Like we don't care. Fuck
we
it.
can do it now, right? Sure.
I hope so, but I don't know. Maybe they can. Maybe they'll get canceled if they do.
Yeah, they might just bring up another fictitious country. I don't care. Hey, as long as the game's good, right? I don't care
I
what
just
language.
want, like, man, I just want some
team versus
fucking
team, or
good explosions, good destruction. I want to be able to drive my tank through a wall and shit. You know, Evan? That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, drive my tank through a fucking wall.
right. And if that doesn't work, throw the rest of your C4 on the building and blow it up. Yeah.
Yeah. And other stuff that I've been playing this week. New game came out, sort of a new game. This game is, I would say, an early access game. It dropped earlier this week, and big shout out to Jonathan Hall because he was the one that actually messaged me about it, and he told me, "Jesus, you got to get this fucking game, dude. It's so much fun." And it was the Starship Troopers Extermination. This is an early access on Steam. It is a Starship Troopers in like what you expect from Starship Troopers. Now, the other Starship Troopers game that I played earlier this year was more like a strategy game.
That was
where
that top-down RTS, right?
Yes, your top down, your strategy game where you're building bases and you're sending commands to the squad and you're moving them around. This one is a first person shooter. This one is a team based. I would
Co-op.
say team based. You're versus you're like playing against the computer.
Co-op, yeah.
It's not a PvP, it's PvE. That's what I wanted to say. So it's a PvE first-person shooter game where 16 players are dropped onto a map, and it's very simple right now. There's only really 2 modes that you can play, and what I like about the game is that the maps are always varied, and they're always a little bit different. But I love how they captured Evan. I don't know if you're a fan of Starship Troopers, bro, but I'm kind of am. I really like the movie. And they really did a really good job of capturing the essence of the movie in this game. Like it starts out like with the first federal fucking network to the federal net, and it shows like, oh, we go now to planet blah blah blah, where the troopers are about to touch down and drop some arc systems to attack the bug menace, and like and then like, you know, it starts off and you pick your squad and you pick your class. There's 3 classes right now: the assault, the vanguard, and the support class. So think of an assault class, a heavy class, and a kind of like a support medic class. But you drop down the map and then it says like capture this area first. And this is like the first like little outpost you build. So you capture like this little circle area, and then they drop down like this little bunker thing that has ammo and shit in it. And then they're like, okay, next objective, go capture and restart these generators for power. So then you got to run across the map to this next section, and like you got like a little there's like a building mechanic in the game too that it's not really important to the end of the match. But you know, you got to repair with the building tool. You got to repair the generators really fast and protect them while they're booting up and whatever. Like there's a little fucking percentage meter that goes up from 0 to 100. And during this whole time, you're just fighting these bugs, right? Like in the movie Starship Troopers, these fucking bugs are coming out of the fucking ground. And like I'm talking, there's like probably hundreds of them at a time. Like you're literally shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. And there's so many fucking bugs, man. They're just fucking coming at you guys. And if you stray from your squad, you pay the consequences really fast. You will fucking die. Think like this game really tells you like don't fucking stray from your team, because if you somehow like get left behind and you're not paying attention, or like you just stray off in the wrong direction, the AI will fucking fuck you up. There's so many bugs that you have to be kind of like a fire team all the time to stay alive, you know? And then once you get to the end of the match, after doing like 5 objectives, or usually it's like 3 or 4, but you get to the end, they drop this thing called the Ark, which is like a something
dropship, right?
No, the Ark is it's like a suborbital, like a sub fucking underground fucking thing that recons the ground to look for the bug cave or whatever, but you got to protect that thing. And now this is where the base building comes in place, because wherever they drop that thing, you pull out your repair tool and you put it in build mode, and now you can build up walls and bunkers and fences and like fucking electrical fences, and you can put down turrets like auto turrets and ammo boxes everywhere. And these things, so the game tells you, okay, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to build your defenses before the bugs start attacking. So you have like a build area, which is like highlighted in green when you walk around, and you can build
Sort of
stuff
like a
on
blueprint.
like in this green area, you can build all this stuff. You start building all this shit, and then you hope that your defenses hold up. Now, there's been matches where I played where the team that I played with is like really smart and tactical about it, and we build like some crazy cool defense that super holds up against like these crazy bugs. But there's been times where I've played and these dummies don't know what they're doing, and they're just not like, oh, I'm just gonna stand here till the timer runs out. It's like, bro, you gotta be building something, man. Okay, we gotta
Yeah,
build.
there's 16 of us. Yeah.
If it's 16 of you are building fast enough, you guys can get up a lot of shit in like that minute and a half. But if like
Right. Less than a minute.
if only 2 of you guys are building, like it's happened to me in the past, then you're not gonna get anything up, and you're gonna get overrun so fast. Because when that end thing, like the timer runs out and the end game thing begins, I'm talking, Evan, there's thousands of bugs coming at you, like thousands. Literally, they're just nonstop. You're just like, literally, if you're standing on the wall, right, and you're shooting down at the bugs coming at the wall, there'd just be piles and piles and piles and piles of dead tiger bugs, man. There's just literally hundreds of them just piled up on the wall. Just it's like think of World War Z, the game, you know, when World War Z, when you kill like 1,000 zombies in that area. That's what this is, but with bugs, and those fuckers keep spawning. And then it's fucking crazy because there was a match that I was playing, man. And then you got like call outs, right? You got like a guy on the left wall. He's like, oh, I'm on the east side, guys. I need fucking backup. And then I'm like, well, we're on our way. And we fucking head over there. And this guy's fighting like a fucking 100 bugs by himself. And you're just like, holy shit, guys. All right, let's get in. You know, we get in there. We start helping him. And then you hear the guy from the other side, fuck, they just broke down the west wall. Fuck. And it's like, okay, we're falling back to the second bunker. And you fucking see the other guys, and they're just getting fucked up. They're trying to pull back. And then you're running to the other side of the fucking map, and you're trying to help them out. And then you got a guy, you know, go, fuck, I'm trying to repair. And you got a guy trying to repair the walls and shit to get them back up. And it just gets fucking chaotic, dude. You got all these fuckers everywhere fighting. And then if you survive that wave of attack, because there's like a percentage meter, right, where it says like, the arc is 70% done. The arc is 80% done. And you're constantly being told on the radio by like the command, like, hey guys, the arc is 70% done. Keep up the fighting. We're almost there. And then you get to the end and it's like, okay guys, we're going to send an extraction team for you. Get ready to go to the extraction point. And then you hear the guy on the plane talk about, oh, this is blah, 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 Recon 1-5. We're coming in for fucking extraction. Meet us at drop point Zulu. And then like they get there and it'll be like fucking far away. Sometimes it'll be really close, but sometimes it'll be like super far away, man. And you're like, okay guys, everyone stick together and try to run together to the extraction. Sometimes it works where the team is really good about it and they will actually try to stick together with you and you all run together. And then there's always like those 3 or 4 assholes on the team that just think they could just run by themselves.
Yeah.
And they just ditch you and they try to run by themselves. And they end up dying, of course. That always happens. Like, at least in the match, there's always that one guy that thinks he could just get there by himself. And he tries to go ahead of everybody and he gets fucking wrecked by the bugs, dude. Because at this point, there's like thousands of bugs on the map. And they're all fucking you up, and you gotta run as a team together, like, just run and cover, like, okay, you run 40 feet forward, you turn around, start shooting, the next guys run past you, they turn around, start shooting, and then you run. Like, you gotta keep covering each other, right? But if you're not working as a fucking team, you get fucking destroyed by these bugs, dude. And, what I love about the game is that they really capture the essence of, like, being in a hectic-ass battle against these bugs, where you really feel like you don't stand a chance sometimes. You really feel like like holy fuck, we're just overwhelmed by these things. But when you win or when you finish the match, it feels so good. You're like, fuck yeah, good job. But one of the things that I really like about the game as well is the community around it. The people playing the game on the PC, at least that I've been playing with, even like all the random lobbies, because this is all random players, right? Uh, all these guys are constantly dropping quotes from the movie. So everyone's always like talking about like I'm doing my part. And then, a
Good
good
bug
bug,
is a dead
a
bug.
good bug's a dead bug. You guys want to live? They fucking you got these guys constantly drop. Like there was one match, dude, where I was playing with these guys and everyone was dropping movie quotes, and but that team was literally so fucking good that we beat the entire match in like 3 minutes. Usually it takes like 10 minutes or so. In this team, we beat it like in 3 minutes. We were just fucking these bugs up. We had like the perfect system. I don't know, like this team was like the perfect team, dude. All of us were on point. We were all fucking doing our part. We were all just like in sync. Like everyone was
Want to
covering
know
each
more?
other. Yeah, everyone was covering each other. Everyone was like escorting the people back to the objectives, carrying the stuff that we have to. Because there's one where you have to like activate these like fucking mining things. You gotta defend them, and then once the mining thing is done, you gotta carry this fucking tube back up to the base and like deposit it. But that guy needs to be escorted by a fire team. So you had like this great system, this great fucking teamwork there, and it's a blast, dude. That game is a lot of fun. I really am having a fucking great time with it, and I hope to play more of it. I hope the development team really delivers in terms of like the bugs and like the difficulty and all that type
Pun
of shit.
intended.
But they really they they did a really good job with what they've done right now in terms of getting me hyped up to see what else is to come in this game. Uh yeah, I'm fucking loving it. I really like the game so much that's really a lot of that I've been playing this week is that game. And what I like about it is that it got me so hyped for it that I actually had to watch the movie again. And I gotta say, that movie, for being a movie from 1998 or something,
Yeah, I think it
that
was that.
movie, that movie holds up. It actually holds up in like terms of
Medic!
it holds up. It's
So
kind
good.
of cheesy sometimes, but it does hold up in terms of like the story and how it's told and like just how stupid and ridiculous the movie is. It fucking holds up. So actually, I had to watch the movie again. That's how fucking much
Damn.
fun I had
And
with
you were
this
so
game.
hyped about it, Jesus. We were playing yesterday, and you were like, "There's a game you have to buy on Steam, Gunny. You got to get it."
You gotta get it,
And
dude.
yeah, so got the game. Me and Jesus played yesterday, and yeah, so hey, one of the best games I played or that I played for $25, man. It's early access
Yeah.
Steam. I was like, hell yeah, let's do this.
Did you actually
And
enjoy it? Did you have fun with it? What was
no,
your
I had a
thoughts on
lot of
it?
fun. Matter of fact, I even played it today. Yeah, it was great. So a couple of things I'll just add to what you said was, again, with sticking with the team and playing together and like everybody so far, I mean, the two matches that we played, Jesus, like we had people were communicating, even though we were like in Discord together. I think it was
Yeah.
T or Y to talk and to
There's
everybody.
local, and then there's team chat in the game. So there's proximity and team chat.
Yeah, so we did the team chat and then we're like, all right, everybody build. Okay, so everybody starts building and it wasn't even like 40 seconds and we already had up all the walls, all
No.
the towers, the gun turrets. And matter of fact, we even had to sit around and wait, right? We were just like, all right, I guess, we beat the time and wait for the wave of bugs to come in. I will say this about, for people that want to get this game. So yeah, just like in the movie, right, where you've got, especially with the bigger bugs and it's got like that blue
Mhm.
glowing glue coming out of it. Like, yeah, fuck, they fucking nailed that. The yellow
Yeah.
fucking jizz coming out of there. Like, damn. Um, yeah, yellow's it's not fucking blood. It's gross. And
Yeah.
so with my experience, right, I think I was playing just like an assault class, right? So you get your rifle and
Mhm.
you've got your tool. You get one grenade, I think it is, right? But you can always refill it. But they don't want to make you OP. So I thought, okay, you get a jetpack. So here's my experience, guys. I'm like, let me just get up higher and I'll just kind of stay up and shoot down at the bugs. And I will say you really have to keep moving around and kind of learn like just how like a base is set out, because even with me being on top, some of the bugs, they will snipe you. like literally, I've gotten one-shotted by some of the bugs that are out there
Yeah.
further, and if you don't know where they're at, you've either got to take them out or just stay down lower. Because I've died several times, so I never even made it to the extraction point. Like, not even close, because it'll say like, okay, it'll say respawns not allowed at this time, right? Because you're getting
Yeah.
closer to that fucking the generators are up and full and the extraction's coming. I'm like, oh man, I guess I get left behind because I can't respawn. But yeah, you can either respawn or somebody can revive you. So I mean, yeah, but that whole time, like, I didn't know where you were, where I was. Jesus, I knew you were across the map somewhere, or somewhere in the base, right? And I'm just like, I'm gonna stay up higher. I got a jetpack. I'm good. But no, I got sniped.
Yeah, there's a timer, a cooldown where like when you bleed out, when you go down, you have a
It's like a
20
minute.
second. It's like a 20-second bleed out timer. And when the extraction's coming, it'll say respawns are now disabled. So like it's either get to the extraction or you're left behind unless you go down near a teammate and they revive you really fast, which is possible that they might.
So where, just geez, a couple questions. Okay, so I was watching a streamer today, and you were mentioning something about getting the rocket launchers once you get to the extraction point. I didn't see those boxes anywhere.
No, you don't get them at the extraction. You get them when you capture like you remember how we were on the mission and you like before we get to the main big base where we build, we have to capture like those little like transmission towers or whatever. At those, when you capture those, there's little boxes next to them, like underneath them, and they'll open up. When you capture it, it'll open them up, and you can hold F, and you can pick up the rocket launcher from them. But the downside to picking up the rocket launcher is the rocket launcher only has 3 shots on it at a time. Like you can load a magazine into it that has 3 like rounds or whatever. But the downside to it is that you drop your rifle when you pick up the rocket launcher. So yes, you have a weapon that can take out the bugs with like 1 shot pretty much. But the downside is you only have 3 shots and you can only carry like 17 or 19 of the rockets. And then once you run out, you run out, but you can reload if you have an ammo box near you or whatever. If somebody built one near you, you can reload there. But the downside to the rocket launcher, what I didn't like about it was the 3 shots, and it takes a while to reload. And it's just, I feel like the rifle was more effective in terms of like getting yourself out of trouble. Like if you get surrounded, a rifle is better because you can shoot longer and try to defend yourself longer, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas a rocket launcher, you have 3 shots and then you better hope you reload fast enough to keep shooting, or those bugs are gonna fucking just wreck you, dude. Because those bugs are relentless, man. They will just keep coming after you, dude. And sometimes they'll just focus on you. Like say like they're like trying to break down the wall and you start shooting at them, they'll fucking turn around and start coming at you because, like, fuck you, man. You're shooting at me. I'm going to come after you now.
Yeah.
And they start chasing you, and you're like, oh, fuck, they're on me now. You're fucking trying to run away. And then, oh, it gets fucking hectic, man. That game, it's a lot of fucking fun. And I was watching the movie the other day, and I was thinking they're totally going to add all these other bugs. They're going to add the big beetle one. They're going to add the flying bugs in the game, I'm pretty sure. They're going to add all these bugs from the movie, right? And I can't wait till they do that because that's gonna fucking make it even harder. But yeah, I
But there
really
is, but
like the
isn't
game.
there, because I heard the guy calling it out, like at the east wall there's like that mother bug or whatever. I didn't
Well,
see
there's
it.
different types of bugs. So there's a tiger bug, which is the regular bug. There's the little baby ones, right? The smaller bugs. But there's also like the huge tiger bug, like the tall one, like the one that's like the size of like a he's like the size of a bunker. Like he's a huge one.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
that one.
I didn't actually see it, but he said he was.
He's the big tiger one. There's the mortar ones, the ones that shoot the blue like the mortar missiles at you. The
Yeah,
blue
watch out. Those will
ones.
one shot you.
Those will one shot you. If
Those are
that
the
mortar
snipers. Yeah.
if the mortar hits you, you're fucked. But those kind of stay a little further back sometimes. And then there's the ones that shoot at you from like a distance, and those are called forget what they might be just called shooter bugs or something, but they kind of they're red and they kind of sit further back and
Yes.
they'll like shoot at you, but you kind of get a hint they're about to shoot at you because it gotta kind of have like a red laser thing that aims at you.
Dude, I'm just trying to see, that's where I got to play the game more. Where I'm
Yeah,
just kind of like not standing in one place, but I'm not moving very far either.
you gotta keep moving with your team, man. One thing I know about this
Gosh,
game
yeah.
is you gotta kind of buddy up with somebody. You kind of either just follow somebody around and stick with them, or try to get up high and try to stay higher than the bugs. The higher you're up off the ground, it's usually safer than to be on the fucking ground.
Yeah. I've
Uh,
got eaten, yeah. Because you can't
we
move in some parts where there's too many bugs.
it's too many bugs.
It's
You
3 or
get
4,
you
like they
just
trap you
can't.
and
Yeah, they'll
kill you.
corner you and they'll like surround you and fucking destroy you. Um, but I really like the fucking game, and the game runs really good. It looks good, even for like an early access game. The game looks actually really good. And it supports my ultra wide, and it runs pretty good. I'm getting like 130 FPS sometimes. I do notice though that when I get to the extraction point, sometimes the frames do dip into like the fucking high 50s, sometimes into the 40s. And I think it's just so much shit going on like at once that the game is just like, whoa, there's way too much shit going on right in this little section that it's just the frame rates start like dipping really fucking down. But there's been times where I've been at the extraction and you literally can't see. There's just like fire, there's gunfire, there's bugs, there's explosions. People are throwing grenades, people are throwing fucking
Rocket launchers are coming
they're
out of the
throwing
back of the freaking
yeah,
ship.
you're
Yeah.
throwing thermite. The ship is shooting at the bugs. You're shooting at the bugs. The teammates are shooting at the bugs, and you literally cannot see wherever you're going. Like
Unless
one
you're
time,
all the way to the back of the
the thing, yeah. But
ship,
one
yeah.
time, there was so much shit going on that I fell out of the ship. I like fell out and
I
I
didn't know
fell
where you
down.
were.
I
That's
fell
funny.
down this ramp, dude, and I fell down to the bottom, and like the ship had landed like on the edge of a bridge, and it was like flying on the edge of the bridge, and the ramps were down. They were down on the road, but if you fell off of the ramp, you were gonna go under the bridge,
Oh shit.
and that's where I fell, dude. And literally, Gunny, I fell into like a pit of like literally there was like probably 600 bucks in that little section. I fell down there and I was just like, "Fuck it!" I fucking started shooting everything and like
Wishing you had a
I,
jetpack at the
I,
time. Yeah.
I lasted like 5 seconds. I was like maybe 5 seconds. If I was down so fast by those bugs, I think I took out like one of them because I was just fucking shooting at all of them, and I was like,
You were
"Fuck!"
just pressing grenade button, everything.
Yeah. I was
Fuck
just trying to.
yeah.
I'm going down, boys. You leave without me. You know, fucking.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah, I was a distraction for those bugs at that time. I was the fucking snack for them because they fucking destroyed me so fast. But it was a blast, Gunny. I fucking have fucking so much fun with that game.
Yeah. So
I can't wait to play more.
a couple things, like if anybody gets this game, where I always like to keep my mouse sensitivity high, like when I'm just moving around, like on the window screen or whatever. So I noticed I had to really lower that down, or I can just do my presets better when I start, when I'm playing the game. And then the FOV slider, Jesus, wow, I really had to crank that up to like 90 out of 100.
I have it at
Because
100.
okay, I probably would be better at 100, but doesn't that take a hit on my graphics or whatever, even with this
Maybe.
hobo PC that I got? So I kept it at 90 and it feels pretty comfortable. Because I noticed, like, I think the default is like 50 or something. And
Yeah, it's pretty
man,
low.
like I started to get a little dizzy. I was like, holy cow, this is not going to work out. So yeah, I had to bring that up to 90. And then it was a lot better experience.
Yeah.
So
Evan, I feel like you should play this.
It looks like Halo mixed with Deep Rock Galactic.
yeah, there you go. A little bit, right? So
Kind of.
yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen the movie Starship Troopers?
I've
I
never
mean, with
seen
your
it, no.
armor, you look like
Let me recommend
Spartans or
something. Okay,
something.
let me recommend something for you. First, go on Netflix tonight,
Okay.
watch Starship Troopers,
All right.
and then play the game.
Okay.
And you'll see like how well they really did capture like the, because in the movie they show it like a, in the movie though, like they're fighting the bugs in the movie, and like every time they fight the bugs, it's like a holy shit moment, right? It's like it's a moment of dread in the movie because like these guys are trained to fight, but they don't know what the fuck they're facing. Like these bugs are just fucking them up, right? And like they stand really like no chance against the bugs. They're getting fucking wrecked by them. And in the game, it really does a good job of capturing that. Like these bugs, there's so many of them that you're just fucked. And like even one of the matches, one of the guys they were talking to each other. There were just these two guys talking, and one of them was like, "Man, like this is so hard. Like how is there only 16 of us and like 1,000 bugs?" And the other guy was like, "Shut up and keep shooting." He's like, "Keep moving.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking stop. Keep fucking shooting.
You want to die?
You want to live, you maggot? Keep moving."
Sounds like a fun community.
It's so much fun because and then if you watch the movie and then you play the game, you'll get all the references. The people are like all the one-liners that people drop. They're all from the fucking movie, dude.
Okay.
And it's so much fun just hearing all these one-liners being dropped and shit by the people. It's all the time, just constantly people like fucking matches you'll get into, man, and everyone's just dropping quotes from the fucking movie. It's so much fun. I fucking like it. It's good. It's good, Gunny. Gunny, go watch the movie and replay it, and you'll see how well they did this game, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised at how well it's done, and that it's taken this long to get a good.
on DVD. The first
it's taken this long to get a good Starship Troopers game. That's what I'm surprised about. I'm like,
I saw in one of the reviews, I was looking today. Even though I bought the game, I played it. Like I went down, like they're all positive reviews. As a matter of fact, one of them was that got the most likes was, "I've been waiting since 1998 for this game, or 93, or whatever it was." And I was like, yeah, I think everybody has.
Yeah, because it's good.
The movie,
it's well done, and like I said, man, I watched the movie, and watching the movie, I was like, "Holy fuck, that game really fucking did a good job of it." And it's just early access. Like I said, there's only like 2 modes right now. But what I like about the modes is that they never really feel like the same. Every match doesn't really feel the same, even though despite you're doing the same objectives kind of over and over and over, right?
Yeah, unless you're with the same 16 people every time, it's going to feel different, right? With different randos or, with your friends. You can invite your friends to the game.
But what I do like about it, Gunny, is that most of the matches that I've dropped into, the map has been different almost every time. It's like they built the entire planet of the bugs, and every match they just drop you into a new section of it, right?
Yes.
It's like they drop you into like a new little section, and you feel like you're in a new like battle every time. You're like, "Oh, this is a new battle. Like I'm in a new zone." It's so good. It's fucking good.
Yeah, and I would say for $25, I feel like it's got $40 graphics to it, so it can only get better from here. When they optimize the game, work out the bugs, pun intended, and good.
The game is good. The game is good. I'm running it on epic and high settings, and it's running pretty fucking good most of the time. Never really any crashes or bugs with it, like in terms of like some weird shit happening.
The only thing that happened with me,
actually
where
runs.
It just like, but I think it happened with Battlefield too, because I had to switch over to the Xbox X, was where it'll downsize to Windows. Doesn't crash, but I was like, wait, what the hell's going on?
I'm thinking you have something running in the background that's trying to come on while you're playing the games.
Yeah, maybe.
What I would suggest,
my wallpaper thing keeps crashing too. So
what I would suggest you do is update your graphics driver and run the game on full screen. The game by default is on like
borderless, I think.
Is borderless or windowed full screen or something like that, but I switched it to just exclusive full screen. And that's how I run most of my games, is like the full screen exclusive or whatever.
I usually do too.
But yeah, I would just try to update your graphics drivers. I don't know when the last time you did that was.
A couple weeks ago.
Try doing that. That might help. Or just run the game on full screen. That'll probably help a lot too.
Yeah, because that default was kind of weird with borderless.
Yeah. Like I said, the game does support ultra wide if you have an ultra wide monitor like I do, and it does run pretty decent. And one of the first matches that I played was these guys were talking about the game, and one of them was like, "Man, I've been waiting for a good game to come out." And another guy said, "I've been waiting for a good game to come out that runs good."
Mhm.
And I was like, fucking touche on that one, bro. Because most games that come out nowadays on the PC don't
True.
run this good. They don't run this good. They don't work. And this game just fucking works. So yeah, check it out. Also, I believe it's available on the Xbox. I'm not sure about the PS5.
No, I checked. I checked to see if it was there. I didn't see it.
Well, that's where Jonathan Hall told me to get it from.
What? Oh, see, Ryan's gonna be mad at me now because I picked it up on PC. Jesus. But I
Oh,
swear I
well,
looked
okay.
up and it just had the movies.
I'm glad you picked it up on PC because I have someone to play with.
Yeah. Sorry, Ryan. I gotta play with Jesus on PC this time.
No, wait, no, it says on here it's only on PC. So maybe,
How did Jonathan play it? Because if maybe he got a gaming PC.
Maybe he got a game. Because Jonathan Hall was the one that told me about this shit. I don't know, because he was like, "Hey, Jesus, you should check out Starship Troopers." And I was like, "Isn't it?" He's like, "It's on." I think he told me it was on the Xbox. Maybe he meant to tell me to check it out because it's on the PC. I don't know,
I'm sure
but
it will come to consoles later once it's.
yeah,
No, usually they introduce things early access on consoles, but who knows?
so good. This
I say
game
give it
is
6 months.
so
It'll be
good.
on Game Pass hopefully.
This game is good, so fucking good. Just play it. Just fucking buy it. Just buy it, Evan. Evan, tonight's goal: watch the movie and play the fucking game. It's so good, man.
All right, bro. I'll do that for you.
Movies on Netflix. So if you got Netflix, you can watch it. It's a long
All right.
movie though. It's like 2 hours, but
Oh,
you watch it.
all right.
It's good. It's a good movie.
It's got not
you-
Jessica Biel. What's her name?
That girl's hella pretty though. The white girl, right? What's her name? She
Is
was
it-
like in all the 90 movies. What's her
Yeah.
name? What's her name, Gunny?
Not Jessica Biel. I forgot her name. She's got those beautiful eyes.
Denise Richards.
That's it.
She's old now. So is the guy who plays Johnny Rico.
I have not seen him maybe a couple times outside of after that movie.
all these people are old now. The only one that looks kind of the same is Neil Patrick Harris. Everyone else looks way different.
Doogie Howser.
That girl,
Neil
Denise
Patrick
Richards. Denise Richards is fucking hot in this movie. So is the other girl, the girl that the dude bangs.
Oh, the one they show with her in the shower.
They show her boobs. They got titties in
Yeah,
this.
they show boobies in that
they got
show. I remember when I was
titties.
younger, I was like, they're
Yeah.
showing titties on the TV.
They're showing titties in this movie, Evan.
I'm sold.
Yeah. What's Dina Meyer? What's her name? Yeah, I'm looking at the cast now. Good movie though. And then like I said, that movie does actually hold up for being like a 97 sci-fi film. It does fucking hold up. I was like, wow.
I think, a lot of favorite moments in that movie, but what's his name? Gary Busey's son. So last name Busey, right? He looks just like him, right? Probably when he was his age,
when he was young,
right? With that smile.
Yeah,
And
like big goofy guy.
yeah, and oh gosh, don't tell me one of my mom's most favorite actors ever. He was in this TV show called Outlander. The guy who was in Total Recall. What's his name? Like he was the corporal or the fucking platoon fucking guy.
Oh,
Where-
the sergeant or the corporal
Sergeant guy, right? And then where he's like,
You guys want to live? You guys want to live?
Yeah, he like puts his knife through Busey's
the
fucking
guy's
hand or whatever. I was like, oh my god.
The drill instructor, the drill sergeant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Ironside, right? That's
yeah, Michael Ironside. Yeah.
got a classic video game voice actor, right? So
Yeah, he is. But yeah, man, like this movie had Gunny, I was little when this movie came out. I was like 9 or 8 years old. Was this movie a flop when it came out?
I don't think so. No, because you figure I'm what, 10 years older than you?
Because this movie, like, for me, like, I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. But I'm like, this movie had a really, like, big cast. Like, it had a lot of good actors in it. And, like, not just that, but, like, while watching it, I'm thinking, like, the set pieces and, like, the filming location and, like, how many actors they have on the screen at the same time. The budget for this movie must have been huge at the time, dude. Because, like, in a lot of those scenes when they're about to go into battle to fight the bugs, there's, like, hundreds and hundreds of troopers on the screen at the same time, right? I'm like, unless all these fuckers are CGI, this cast must be huge on extras, like massive.
I don't remember it being like. I always thought it was a B movie, but a damn good one, right? Like a
Oh, it's good.
like we look back at it now and I think, oh, that's a cult classic.
It is definitely a cult classic.
Because they even
yes.
made 2 more after that, which I don't think I even saw the third one.
I've never seen the other one. I know that the third one is called what the game is called. I think because the game is called Starship Troopers Extermination, and I think the third
Yeah.
movie.
But I
I
never
th-
saw that.
I think the third one is called that, isn't it? Is that what the third movie's called?
I believe so. I believe it is Extermination, but it's the but I never. That's the only movie that I have not seen in that series.
But I think that movie, like, I know they made like 3 movies, but I think the second one is not a direct sequel, but the third one is. Because I think the third one actually has the guy who played Johnny Rico come back and play Johnny Rico in the third one. So I think that one's the actual sequel to the first one. And I think the second one is just kind of like a spin-off movie. But I haven't watched the other 2 at all. I watched the first one multiple times. So I watched it as a kid.
It's the best,
I watched it again yesterday. That movie's so good. And like, it's so good. Would you like to know more? So good. So fucking good.
Yeah.
Evan, that's your mission now.
All right.
Join up.
Mission
Evan,
received.
Evan, do your part, okay? Do your part in fighting the bug menace. You'll get what we mean by saying that when you watch the movie.
Okay.
Next week, Evan's gonna be like, "I'm doing my part." Even goes Nico. Even goes Nico when I mentioned the game in Discord. He's all dropping quotes from the movie and shit. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, Nico, yeah!" It's awesome.
He knows what's up.
He knows what's up. It's a great sci-fi war movie. It's so fucking good. And it kind of reminds me of Halo in some ways, right? Like
a little bit, right? A little sci-fi like that. Yeah.
Evan is kind of right in terms of like it does look like Halo, kind of, because
they probably that's where they copied some of the armor and the
Halo,
guns.
Yeah, I'm thinking Halo copied this movie in terms of the gun and armor, because you're right. This game came out before Halo 1, and like the soldiers in Halo kind of look like the grunts in this game. They look like the people from this movie, kind of. So I'm thinking Halo got a lot of their inspiration from the guns and their armor from this movie. That's what I'm thinking happened, right?
Yeah, I think they stole it.
Because it looks like the armor the guys wear.
Fake.
The armor the guys wear looks like the armor from the movie. It looks just
right, like a little Spartanish, yeah.
Yeah, like Spartan armor, like
not even the helmet's different.
Not even what the Spartans wear, but like what the regular grunt soldiers in Halo wear. Like what they wear looks like the Starship Troopers.
Just like in Combat Evolved, or Halo 2.
So yeah, check it out. I think I've talked enough about this game. I can't give it enough good praise. And like I said, like the guy in that match with me played, like they both said, one of them said, I've been waiting for a good fun game to come out like this. And the other one said, I've just been waiting for a game to come out that runs fucking good and doesn't crash. And this is it. I just wish it wasn't early access. I wish the game was done. But it's going to be another, probably 3 years till the game is done at this point.
I would hope. I'm going to be generous and say another year. Well, I don't know. Who makes it? What's the studio? I know nothing about it. I just bought it and played it, like, immediately.
The developer is called Offworld Industries, and I'm not sure what... Let me look at their game list. So apparently they've made Postscriptum.
That was a good one. Good game.
They made Squad.
Oh, they're Squad people. Okay, yeah.
And they also made Beyond the Wire. And then apparently these are all war games. So this is what they do, right? This is what these guys do.
Squad's got like its own cult following as well.
Yeah, Squad is pretty good, and Postscriptum is pretty good from what I've seen. I never heard of Beyond the Wire, but apparently it looks like a 50 versus 50 World War I game. And this is their 4th game, Starship Troopers Extermination. And like I said, they did it right. They got the license from Sony, because I think Sony owns the license, Starship Troopers or whatever. And they got the license from them. So
Well, we know what console it's coming to first.
yeah, right. It's probably gonna come to the PS5 first.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're gonna hear some news. Off-World Industries signs a deal with Sony PlayStation to make it an exclusive to the PS5.
Right. Then a month later, Sony purchases. Yeah.
Yeah, Sony purchases Off-World Studios to fucking make their next first-person shooter game. So much fun.
Yeah.
Besides all that, just on my phone really quick, I played more of that Game Dev Tycoon. Great fucking game. Mayo said he got it the other day for free. I don't know how he did that. He hacked somebody's Google account or something.
Yeah, you can do that apparently.
He got it
Shady.
for free
Shady.
somehow. Yeah, shady Mayo over there. Fucking dark Mayo. And yeah, let's play some games. I was gonna play some more Dead Island. I just haven't gone back to that game. I don't know what it is, man. I haven't got back to Dead Island.
I haven't either for other reasons, which I'll explain later.
Explain now, Gunny.
Let me explain to you now because I've been so hooked on Project Zomboid. That's the reason why. I did play it, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just be playing Project Zomboid. But I got a little burnt out, Jesus, because we talked about it. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh gosh, I'm just kind of getting like really in the weeds of all these different mods and modded maps and just different fucking assets to bring into the game. And then I crashed the game a couple times. Actually, it basically just brought up all these weird screens, and I was like, yeah, I fucking broke it. But you know where I've just been trying to do this character build, and I was talking to Evan earlier about it, where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do, because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on, what I can do to, keep the character going instead of like, dying in a game and then unlocking more of the map and more fog on the map. And I'm just like, no, I want to keep the character. So the only way to do that, right? There's no real mod, right? Other than just a complete cheat of like never die, which I'm not going to be a part of, right? That would be no fun. So I've just been, if I play for 45 minutes and so I'll just back up a little bit. I've always said during this time, like, oh, when you sleep in a bed, the game saves. No, it's always saving, right? The game does a constant save throughout it, right? So when you quit, right, you just stop at the point where you're at. You could just be in a car or standing in a field, the game saves. So watching the YouTube video, guys, like, just make a copy of the save. And I'm like, that makes more sense. So if I play for 45 minutes, boom, I'll go in, make a copy of my save. And then you can either just keep it in the file or I just throw it in a little file called backup saves and then you can just name it whatever you want. And I've utilized that several times now where I'm like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this, where, even with like the cheats and the mods that I had on, I still died via a horde that just came in and wrecked me hard. So I'm like, all right, fired up an old save. I probably did lose a good hour of progress, if you want to call it that, depending on what you're doing in this world, this environment. You can just be looting houses, or you could have collected hundreds of guns or a ton of ammo, right? So there could be that, right? But on the brighter side of things, at least that I'm keeping my progression as far as like my skills, right? Because that's really what you're after, right? You want to raise your attributes on, whether it's mechanics or what do they call it? It's something like maintenance, right? So if I'm killing zombies with bats or whatever, it's probably more like my strength is what they're calling it, right? They call it maintenance. But yeah, there's other things like farming, right? I'll probably never do that. It's always going to be at 0. But yeah. But there's other things when you start the game and, where you can have different traits, right? Where you can say, oh, I want first aid or whatever to be. So that'll be at like a level 1. That's your first trait. Like, can you get so many of those? But yeah, I was telling Evan today, like, geez, like, I don't know what, maybe 100 hours in, like you can just raise whatever your maintenance to or your sprint ability can just be maxed out, right? But that's so what are we talking here? Like 500, 600, 700 hours, right? To kind of raise everything up. But I don't know. I'm just going to try and do a lot of things evenly, whether it be, sprinting and or aiming or reloading, right? Just trying to raise those as much as possible, right? Just getting better at the game, on top of that. So trying to be a little more careful and manage different hordes of enemies with, melee weapons. Mainly I've just been using like bats, and today I was just using a crowbar. And keep in mind, when you're doing these things, right, you're getting tired. If you're wearing too much armor, you're getting hot. And when you get hot, you could get sick or you get sleepy, or, you're more tired, more fatigued, right? So there's just like this constant thing going on where you can't just continue to fucking just kill zombies, right? Without repercussions. So you have to stop. You have to eat. You can, when you carry these water bottles, Evan, right? They do auto drink, right? So it's just part of the game. But you can turn that off. You can just set it to where, yeah, I'll just drink when I need it, because and it doesn't happen very often. It'll say you're getting dehydrated, right? So what happens when you get dehydrated or you get hungry, right? You get tired. You swing slower. Your vision's not as great, right? So maybe your aim is going to be off. So it's just a great fucking sim game.
Why wouldn't
Isometrical.
you have that set to auto though?
It's automatic. So that auto drink is auto when you first start a game. But yeah, I just leave it on and it lasts a while. But okay, the reason I bring that up, Evan, is, man, let's just say you're out in a freaking cornfield somewhere, and it's always in Kentucky.
I
They need
was
to
in
add
a
Ohio
cornfield.
maps to this game. Because when you're in Kentucky and you're out on the farm, like, you may not have access to fresh drinking water, right? There may not be a farmhouse that you can grab. So, and you might say, well, Gunny, why don't you just have like 5 water bottles, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, if you have 5 water bottles, are you going to fill all 5 up at the farmhouse? Well, that adds to your weight. And if you're carrying too much weight and too much stuff, that brings damage to your character. It could be slight damage, it could be heavier damage, right, that you're doing to your character, which again will decrease a lot of your stats. So it's just like all this balancing going on of, what to carry and, yeah, how much do you carry? It's just way too goddamn much. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm just having a fun, just playing this game. So, tried to get away from it today. I've been fired up Ghostwire Tokyo on the Xbox Series X. I think it was like the first time I played it on the X. So, obviously looking better in the true 4K and brighter colors. And yeah, that game is great. It's just that Dark City using magic. Yeah, I mean, there's just, what it almost reminds me of, Evan, is like a little bit of Division 2 when you're in certain environments or in a house, right? There's just like trash bags everywhere and there's flies,
Yeah.
right? Like you can tell like the apocalypse had happened where everybody's just, gone, right? Just souls left and enemies, and yeah, it's good.
I really like that game.
It is, man. It's a great action game.
It just looks so good too. Like it's fun.
You said you've completed it, right?
Yeah.
Some awesome stuff. So, yeah, there was a part today, Evan, where I forgot, and where I had to use it twice, and I could not figure it out because I put the game down for too long. Was where you'll run across like these dead trees, right? But they're full with the branches.
Oh yeah.
And it's just for some reason it's just like
You have
some
to find
parts-
their like weak spots or something.
Yeah, right. Some of them there's just one weak spot. Some have 3 or 4 weak spots.
Yeah.
But I was able today. I was like, I cannot figure this out. I forgot how to do it before, so I just did like little bunny hops as I sprinted across to like get to the other side of this structure.
Yeah.
Right, and it took half my health down, but I was like, okay, But then I was watching a YouTube video, thanks to those, where it's like, oh yeah, if you press X on the controller, right, which I think is the your other spirit's ability, right? Things get highlighted. There it is right there.
Oh
Now I
yeah.
can then shoot the weak spots on the trees, right? Dissolving it. Yeah. And then I was able to then get to the shrine, and that just opens up more fog of war on the map to get you to where you need to go because, well, not only is it a fog of war, but you cannot go in the fog, period.
Right.
You'll die
Yeah.
within seconds. Yeah, so it just opens up more on the map, and there's different little side missions. Today I went into one of those houses where the people that were living around it at like the apartments were like, yeah, that cheapskate, that evil piece of
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Can you go in there and kick his ass? And I was like, okay. And I went in there and,
This-
again, like that division style where it's just like trash everywhere, garbage, and just like just that environment, right? That dark environment. And you're picking up collectibles and, and I'm trying to reveal, kind of what he's doing in the apartment.
Mhm.
But then I couldn't figure out after, like, there's no way, like, this game must be glitched, right? But then, yeah, press X, right? It reveals, the evil spirit, like,
Mhm.
aha. And then, yeah, I dispelled him out of this fucking universe.
Yeah.
Be gone. Yeah, and then everybody was pretty happy. So after that, like, the different spirit tenets, I'll call them. So mission complete. But that was cool. I like that. I like those tight corridors and side missions and little areas and collectibles and magic. Yeah, it's good stuff. I haven't spent too much time on the rooftops. I don't know, going forward, like,
Oh yeah. Well, once you upgrade your abilities and you're able to glide more and stuff like that, then the rooftops become more like, there's a whole other. There's not too much extra on the rooftops, but there's like a decent amount to where, yeah, you do have to go back once you're able to like, jump off and glide to another rooftop, and then, you know, you
yeah,
have
because I
to
think one of them was a main mission where I had to get up there, but I think it was kind of teaching you, like, you can grapple,
yeah,
onto these flying. They're not enemies, right? It's just they're just there to guide you
the
or to
birds,
help you get up to the rooftops. Yeah,
those like bird things.
yeah, the bird dudes. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Or they're kind of like flying around, so you have to like, or some of them do. Some of them move locations, and like you just have to like. It's kind of like a puzzle where you're like, okay, when it goes over to this, like I'm able to grapple to it right there, but I can't grapple to it when it's over here. So I go over there, and then I wait for it to go over, fly further, and then grapple onto it there, and then I can get onto that rooftop there. It's you kind of just have to like plan out your route.
yeah, it's a puzzle, right? And
Yeah.
there's other elements to the game where, like, okay, I kind of see how this is like a little puzzle-ish. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, the game looks great and runs great. So,
You're playing
um,
that on the Xbox S.
the
X-
X, the
The
Series
X.
X. Remember,
Oh,
I
Series
upgraded
X.
to that, to the
Oh
newest,
yeah.
the bigger console, which holds more games. But yeah, I forgot too, Evan, because I put that Series S in the living room,
Mhm.
and I did. So I just kept. I think it was, what did I play on there? Far Cry 6, right? I feel like that's a game I'm never gonna finish. It's like an Assassin's Creed. I open up the map and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do today? It's like, geez, fucking
Yeah.
Ubisoft, man. It's gonna take an hour to get over here because I can't fast travel there yet. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, there's a million side mission things to do or something to collect. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they looked at that Assassin's Creed team. How do we make this more like Assassin's Creed? Um, but I mean, obviously the stories are not as immersive or anything, right? They're kind of all the same, right? Go burn down this fucking opioid fucking field or whatever. It's got, yeah. Um, yeah, so I think that's pretty much all I've been playing. Yeah. What about you, Evan?
Oh, I've been playing House Flipper in real life, but just like what you're doing, Gunny. Like
Oh,
I'm
you were
gonna be.
talking about the sledgehammer. That's why you asked, huh?
Yeah, the crowbar.
A
No,
crowbar,
I've just
yeah.
been, I've been be renting a place from my grandparents, and I'm kind of helping them fix it up. So that's been fun. It's been taking up a lot of time, but doing all that.
Did you take it all the way down to like the floor, like the
Originally,
foundation sort of thing?
originally we were just supposed to do like some new paint and then replace some of the flooring and then get new carpet, but then we did like all new plumbing, and then I'm taking care of some of the electrical stuff, and then new cabinets and a little bit of everything. So that's been a little time consuming lately, but aside
Hmm.
from that,
If
um
you guys need an electrician, hit up Evan.
yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. We'll
He
see.
thinks he knows what he's doing. That's a good thing to put on your business card.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Evan, the electrician. I think I know what I'm doing. That's
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks good from my house.
Your house may or may not catch on fire. He thinks he knows what he's doing. I don't know, guys.
I just have him sign a waiver
Oh,
before
there
I
you
leave.
go.
The floor may be electrical, but yeah, you may feel a shock every so often. Don't
Why
worry
is the
about it.
water shocking me? Oh. Yeah, but I've just been playing some COD here and there. Call of Duty, probably same thing with Battlefield. I don't really play Battlefield, but Call of Duty is that one game where you can just go back and like, other games you set it down for, a week and you're like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, what are all the buttons? Like what
Call
are
of
all
Duty
these
is like
utilities?"
riding a bicycle, huh?
Yeah.
Like once you know how to do it, you kind of never forget.
Yeah, just really consistent. Doesn't even matter what game, really. Like
Yeah.
it's all more or less the same, which is kind of nice. It's comforting to be able to just like, you know, you put it down for a little bit and then you go back to it, and it's just like, one or two games in and you're like, all right, we're back in it. Like,
Yep.
but been getting pretty like frustrated with it lately just because I've been playing with my brother and his friends, and we're just getting these chumps on our team and not going for objective at all. And then once I think we need to start playing like the fucking league or like the ranked matches or something. I don't know if that's going to make it better or worse, because we'll probably be playing against people that are, I don't know, it's kind of like a gamble, right? You get into a public lobby and it's like everybody's kind of doing their own thing or whatever, but then you're getting frustrated with your team if you're going up against a full squad or whatever. You can't win with just like three people playing the objective. So it's like, I don't know. I wish it was I don't know, I wish people were a little bit more considerate when playing, cuz it's like, as I don't know, it's pretty annoying when you feel like you're the only one putting in the work, or like, you and
Oh, that
somebody else.
sucks, dude. When I end up in a match of like hard point, every time, man, I'm not even bullshitting you. Like every time the match ends, I look at the scoreboard and you know how it tells you the time on objective?
Yeah.
I'll always have like 1 minute or more on there, and everyone else
Yeah.
is like 2 seconds
Yeah. Or
or
zero.
none or none. Yeah, like
It's
the top guy, the guy with like 89 kills,
yeah.
has zero time on the objective.
Yeah, and it's like you don't, especially on the smaller maps, you would have to purposely go out of your way to
Yeah.
not get
I'll
on it.
be playing that shit on shipment, and the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
somehow has no time on the objective. It's like,
dude,
what the fuck?
you can spawn in the hard point. It's
Yeah.
like, but I don't know. It's one thing if you're like, if you're trying to hold down like a hallway in front of the hard point, but
Yeah.
still, they're not doing that. They're
Fuck
just,
no. They're in the
but
back corner sniping, doing 360 no scopes.
yeah, you know,
Fucking throwing knives and shit, throwing knife kills across the map and shit.
yeah. I've been trying to get I'm like, I had this little like Google Drive, or this like Google spreadsheet or something of like just like the checklist of like everything you have to do to like, get what's it, Damascus.
Mhm.
or Orion, the camo, and so it's like you have to get all the guns gold first, and then you have to get all of them platinum, and then you have to get them all Damascus, and then there's another one after that. But it's pretty much like
Yeah.
once you get all the guns gold, then you have to get, then you have to get long shots with every gun. And then after you get long shots on every gun, then you have to get headshots with every gun. And then I think you're done or whatever. Or then you get the camo. But it's hard, I want to just focus on like the long shots because that's where I'm at right now. But it's fucking hard when your team is
Yeah.
like not doing any work. It's like, I don't know, it's been kind of frustrating. But I'd rather
I was
I,
on that same grind for those camos and I gave up.
yeah, I just kind of I'm not trying to I'm kind of just doing it casually, I guess, which makes it a little bit more like frustrating because it's like a slower burn,
Yeah.
and but it is kind of fun using like a different gun or using a gun and then switching over to the next one and
It
finishing it.
it
So
almost feels like it kind of changes the game for you, right? Like
it does, yeah,
it,
it's a
it's
challenge
just
for
the
sure.
whole way you play. It changes if you're using a shotgun
Yeah.
compared to the sniper rifle. It just changes everything. Like you have to get up close or be far away.
Yeah, because I'm not rushing in to a point when I have like a battle rifle or something where I only,
Yeah.
that's for the,
Well, the
stuff.
good thing though, Evan, what I hope is that if they do come out with the new Modern Warfare this year for like some sort of expansion pack for it, right? That I hope that all this progress carries over to the new one.
Yeah, that'll be interesting too, huh?
They should just do it that way with. I feel like they should do it that way with all the Call of Duties, regardless of what studio makes what. Just like somehow have like a legacy rank, like your rank overall in the entire series.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, say like a new one comes out with Treyarch, right? And they come out with like a new Black Ops. Okay, they want you to restart at rank 1 to unlock shit. Okay, do it that way, but always have like an overall legacy ranking, like saying like this player has played Call of Duty since 2015 or 2010 or 2006 or whatever,
Yeah.
like have a legacy veteran thing on the top and then have like the new rank for the new game also in there. I think that would be kind of cool. That way you could
Yeah.
kind of really see who the real veterans are in the Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Not all these fucking little kids that get to like rank 1000 cuz they have nothing but time to play all day.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
The you think going back to what I was saying with uh like if I was going into like the league matches or like the ranked matches, you think that would be better or worse than like the public matches?
Worse.
You think it'd be worse?
Because everyone in those matches, they're trying to go for kills and their stats. They're not trying to get into
Mm,
the objectives to die. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's
Problem
true.
with objective game modes in all these games, even in Battlefield, is you kind of have to throw your KD out the window. You kind of have to say like, I don't really care about
Yeah.
this much anymore. Because when you're rushing an objective and domination or like hardpoint, you know you're gonna die a lot. People are gonna be throwing grenades, C4 at you and shit. You're gonna
Yeah.
run into claymores. You're gonna run into a hallway where there's 5 dudes pointing their guns at you, and you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But when you're playing ranked, all these people are worried about their ranking dropping, like in terms of their KD and shit.
Mm,
Unless it's just tied to how many times you win, then maybe not so much. But I don't think that's how it works. I think it's tied to how well you perform in a match in terms of KD. And I think people are just gonna camp.
yeah, I'll have to look into it. I'll check it out. Hey, you can get the battle pass for like $10 or whatever it is.
You can, but you don't get the cool shit.
Well, you can unlock it.
You
You have
don't
to
get
You
the cool kid
can.
shit.
but that, yeah, $30 for that, like that
Black tier or whatever. What's it called?
I don't even know, dude.
It's Black something, right? Like Black Lotus or some fucking weird
Yeah,
shit.
that was ridiculous. I saw that and I was like, oh damn, like the last because I think back in the 2019 for Modern Warfare 2019, I bought the battle pass, like the first one, and then you can earn enough
Hmm.
coins to pay for the next one.
Yeah.
And I had done that like whatever for the 4 seasons before I stopped playing. So on this one, when the first battle pass came out, I still had like points on my COD,
Yeah.
profile. So I got this one, and then the last battle pass I didn't finish it, so I didn't even buy this one because I've just been rolling over those, the credits ever since then. But I didn't buy this one just because I was like, I'm not playing as much as before since I didn't finish the last battle pass, and I was just like, nah. It's like,
I kind of fell off of it, man,
yeah,
myself, like I said, this time I'm not buying it. And I like have no desire to. Like for me, Call of Duty has not become the main shooter that I play, which is weird because I thought it would be, being a Modern Warfare 2 title.
yeah,
I thought for sure I'm gonna be playing the hell out of this, and I really did play the fuck out of it at first when it first came out
right.
last year. But it seems like I fell off of it and I've gone back to Battlefield instead.
I felt like 2019 lasted a lot longer, held on to people a lot longer, and then this one
Yeah.
kind of like it was good, but maybe it was just like too similar to where it didn't like retain a bunch of people because it's not like there's been any like
Ages.
Yeah, I
you
think we had what was it Cold War in between that, but nobody really played
We
the
had Cold
outside of the
War,
campaign.
and
Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Yeah.
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 So I don't know.
Cold War was trash. Vanguard was trash.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I didn't like either. I
yeah,
liked the campaign in Cold War, but the multiplayer, I just couldn't get into it.
yeah. The have you played that game mode called Control?
Yeah, I like it.
I do too. I don't really play I usually play domination, hardpoint, and kill confirmed, but I recently put in control on the filter playlist,
Hmm.
and I do like control. It's interesting cuz it's slower paced than the other 3 modes that I usually play,
Yeah.
but it's still faster than headquarters and search and destroy. So it's
Oh
kind of a
yeah.
nice little blend there. It's fun when that gets mixed in
I
every
like it. I
once in a
like
while.
that grind mode too, but the grind only really comes through on those party mode playlists. Like it's not a mode you can select by
Is that the one where
itself.
you put the tags in the bank?
Yeah, you put the tags in the bank and then you can die and lose all the tags as you're running to the bank.
Yeah,
That mode is fun because it's so fast paced. You're just fucking like trying to get there as fast as possible. You get
yeah,
murdered. And you're like, fuck, I just lost like 20 tags I was carrying. Fuck.
yeah,
And then sometimes you try to get greedy, like you try to bank up a lot of tags and then run to the base, and
yeah,
then you fucking lose them all on the way there, and you're just like, fuck. But yeah, that
yeah.
mode is cool.
But yeah, aside from Call of Duty, I've been playing Dead Island here and there, and I really like it. It kind of snuck up on me. I didn't know it was getting released until like the week of, and I've really been enjoying Dead Island 2 a lot actually. But I
Did you
just
play the
haven't.
first one?
Yeah, I played the first one and and Riptide too.
Riptide, yeah.
Those were both like great games. And then, you know, I don't know how long it was like 10 years or something, right? That they were like
Yeah,
working
between
on it.
Dead Island 1, yeah.
And but in those 10 years, we've had Dying Light and Dying Light 2, which I both thoroughly enjoyed. So it's kind of nice to get back to Dead Island where you're not really parkouring as much, but I did miss like the crafting that Dead Island had. I had forgotten about it, and the crafting is
That's right. Yeah.
a lot of fun.
A lot of gears,
Yeah, just
different colored tiers. Yeah.
all the different weapons you can make. So I'm probably I just got to like Venice Beach. That's the part I'm
Okay.
at. It's a little bit after. I don't know. Where are you at, Jesus? Because you said you went to go get the
Uh,
guns.
I went to the movie studio. I was doing the gun missions next.
Okay, so I'm a little bit ahead of you then.
Yeah.
Not by too much, but yeah, I think it's pretty solid game. I don't really have any complaints about it. I've been playing it a lot of co-op with my brother, so that was that's been fun. Yeah, I think it's I really don't have, anything too crazy to say about it just because I know you guys talked about it like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Mhm.
Are you playing on PC or PS5?
No, I got it on the PlayStation. I was gonna get it on PC, but there's no crossplay, so I got it on
Yeah.
PlayStation so I could play with my brother.
I
Nice.
wish there was crossplay. That way I can play with people because I got it on the PC and there's like nobody really playing it on the PC.
Are you playing with a controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing too where I was like, it just sometimes it feels silly playing with like a controller on the PC, but for games like this, it's like it's almost like, heavily favored towards a controller.
It is.
Yeah, especially when you're
A,
choosing weapons.
a lot of games are. Hey, Gunny, you also know that Starship Troopers does have Xbox controller support, right?
Yeah, but so I would have, Jesus. I would have. That would have been like my default. Let's say if you didn't mention anything, and I was looking at this game, and I would have just bought it.
Yeah.
Yo, definitely, I would have like went over and grabbed my other controller and like just went from there. But
Yeah.
since we went right from Battlefield to there, I just went just mouse and keyboard.
Oh, look at
Which
you.
I don't. Right, you just kind of threw me to the wolves on that one, right? So I was over there
Yeah.
with like trying to control the mouse. I'm like, "But I can't. I'm like
I
moving
can't
1,000 miles an
move.
hour." But
He's
no, I mean,
evolving.
I would say the only just not to derail you, Evan, but I think when you're just when you're doing the WASD, I think outside of that, like, no, it's not that bad, right? Because if you want to use the tool, it's B on the keyboard. Um,
I feel like mouse and
I
keyboard is more comfortable for me now that I've
yeah,
been gaming way more on the PC, After
Yeah.
years of gaming on the PC now.
but
When
you
I
figure I've been
use a
doing Project Zomboid with just
when I
mouse and
use a
keyboard.
controller, my hands feel too close together.
Yeah. I
It's
I
like
can
I
I
feel
can barely
cramped.
use the only thing that I can use a controller for is like or I can't do a shooter with a controller
No,
anymore.
I can't. I fucking tried.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I tried Starship Troopers with the controller. I couldn't fucking do it, dude. I'm like my hands feel too close together. I need to have my arms in a certain position now, to fucking
yeah,
game. It's so weird. Like
yeah,
I don't know what it is, Gunny, but my arms and hands feel way
No,
more
it makes
comfortable
sense. It makes sense
using
because
a mouse and
Kyle,
keyboard.
you figure my son, right? He uses an external keyboard on, for his
Yeah,
laptop where he exclusively games, just on that, right? And if I hit him a controller, yeah, to play like something new that's on Game Pass, whatever, like Kyle, try this
yeah.
game out. And he's like, jeez, like he's just like fumbling with that controller. It's just funny to watch. He's like, I don't, yeah, oh fuck, where's the
Does
A
your
button again?
son? I bet your son uses an external keyboard because the keyboard on the fucking laptop is too small. It's too close together to the
Yeah,
mouse
it
on the.
is, right? So he likes the more clickety, Razer keyboard,
Yeah.
which I have as well.
That's what I use. I mean, like I said, I got the other day, even playing like Battlefield. When I fly a jet or a helicopter in Battlefield, I tend to switch over to the controller. But even using that for like the few minutes that I'm flying, it's like it feels weird. It's like so tight. It's like my hands feel way too close together. Like what the fuck's going on here, man? Like no, it feels so much more comfortable to play with the mouse and keyboard. And people probably like, whatever, Jesus. You used to be a console gamer. I was a huge console gamer. but still, man, like that's why I like the Switch Joy-Cons kind of, because you could just kind of chill when you're playing and have them in both hands, you know, and kind of have your arms like spread out, you know. You could just be like
Yeah,
chilling, you know, like
I've tried that on the Switch. It feels weird, but
it feels
doable.
comfortable. It feels comfortable. You could just sit back on the lazy boy and just like fucking relax and play the game. You don't gotta be all crammed together and shit trying to fucking play the game. That's why I don't understand mobile gamers, people that play like on a touchscreen.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that's so close together. How do you have your hands like on this tiny screen and like, you know, it's so fucking compact?
I wonder if they have like an external controller for their phone though, because you know how they make those, right?
They do.
Yeah, like
That's probably what
Power
they're
A makes a
doing,
bunch. There's
because
different companies out there.
Yeah, the Xbox has that one from Razer, that whatever the fuck, the Razer Kimchi one or whatever. Is that what it's called?
kimchi.
Is that what it's called? Kimchi or something
There's
like
different
that?
names. But you know what I always thought, guys? You
Some
know what I always
food.
thought? You know, we see those becoming a little more popular now with, you know, where Microsoft promotes it with, you know, their cloud gaming,
Mm-hmm.
you know, these devices you can just you either put a phone between it, right? And it's a controller, or you put the phone just like snaps the or whatever, right? Like the phone snaps to the top of this controller thing. But I always thought, guys, and I don't think I've ever said in the show, like where
Oh,
I
it's
thought
called the Razer Kishi, not
the
the
Kishi, that's
Kimchi.
it. Yeah. I see those at like Best Buy and
Whatever. I was close enough. You guys would have
yeah.
got it.
Kimchi.
I always thought they were gonna make, like you said,
Kimchi.
Jesus, I thought they were gonna make little controllers. I thought that was gonna be like the future for this cloud gaming thing, you know,
Listen,
and I
man, we're
thought,
Americans. We got big hands, big American hands.
yeah, so that wouldn't work out, right? That yeah,
Yeah.
little controllers would
We don't
not
got
work.
I thought
little. We don't got
You'd
little
probably get sued for that.
Japanese. We don't got little Japanese baby hands.
I thought about it for a
Almost,
minute there.
I almost spit my beer out. Oh my god!
I
Oh
almost thought
man.
about it about getting one of those like controllers for the phone, because I was playing like emulators on my phone,
Okay.
and like, you know, all the it's just like you were saying, it's like when you're pressing like the screen, you can't see what's going on the screen.
Yeah,
Right, you're pressing
yeah,
it, yeah, or you
yeah,
got
exactly. You're like, what the?
fingers on both
My,
sides.
Yeah.
my big fucking fat thumb is in the fucking way of this shit. You know, like what the fuck am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
let me tell you right now, Evan, the Kishi, not the kimchi. The
Kimchi.
Kishi, the Kishi is on sale right now, Evan, for $70.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Usually it's 100.
Yeah, I'll pass on the kimchi.
The kimchi. Yeah, but it has like the Xbox layout on the controller. It's definitely made for
Oh,
like the Xbox cloud thing, because it has like
yeah.
the Xbox layout and the offset thumbsticks. It looks actually pretty comfortable for like a phone thing.
Yeah, because I've seen them like, you know, they make them adjustable for like whatever
Different phone
size.
sizes. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever size phone you have. But then it almost looks like it extends out quite a bit, like bigger than a like
Which
yeah, almost maybe
like
a
bigger
little
than
bit
a
I
bigger.
Switch Lite.
wonder I
Yeah.
wonder if the reasoning for that is for like the smaller iPad and Google Tab style type tablet.
There's no way this thing would fit a tablet. This one is definitely made for phones.
Maybe just like for the big phones, like
Yeah, big phone maybe, but not like this wouldn't fit a tablet. Too small. But yeah, this thing has pass through charging, so you could charge your phone while using it.
mm,
And it says here that you can pick the iPhone version or the Android version.
hmm,
Uh,
kimchi.
Not the sushi, the kimchi.
Kimchi.
And it also doesn't use any battery power off your, like it doesn't need any charging.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's kind of just connects to your phone and plays, which is cool.
I've seen
Well, how
some
does
that
it
are
connect? Is it just Is it
Yeah,
just
'cause I was
No,
gonna
Bluetooth
no, it
say,
or
legit
like
plugs
the
in.
bottom? Oh,
Like
like the
on your
recharging.
iPhone, it plugs into the lightning connector. It actually
Oh,
plugs
okay.
into your phone.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can actually charge your phone while using it. When you plug it into a charger, it'll charge your your phone to the controller, so you can play it while you're charging it, which is kind of a cool thing. I think it'll be cool. Maybe I should buy one and try it out with that GeForce Now, because I did sign up for that yesterday. I got the 6 months free.
oh, you did
I haven't launched it yet, but I did sign up for it, and I'm gonna try it out on my phone and
with
shit.
the 1500 games?
Well, it's not. It doesn't have. It supports 1500 games, but it doesn't have any games on it.
Mm.
So it links to your library. So I can link my Epic library, my Steam library,
Oh, okay.
my Ubisoft library. I can link all these accounts to it, and it'll let me play whatever I own on those accounts through it. You know what I mean?
Mm. That's
So
kind of cool.
it kind of lets you access your library from wherever you want. That's what
Yeah.
it's letting you do. But there's no games on it itself that you can like just play on it because the games
What
are
do
on
they
there now.
charge for a month of that?
I think it's $20 if you want the
Mm.
ultimate edition. But the
Oh,
base edition, if you just want to try it out I think it's at 720p or 1080. It's free if you just want to try it out.
oh,
But I think the free version limits you to an hour of gaming at a time. But it says on the website that it's unlimited, like how many times you can restart it in a day.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, so limited to, I'm assuming it's for some kind of server latency, like free up
Mm.
server space. But they let you run
Yeah.
it an hour and then you have to just relaunch it and re-sign in or whatever to keep playing it.
Mm. That's
Very
kind of cool.
interesting. Anything else you played though, Evan?
Mm, no, just still doing like the Pokemon raids on the weekends when they have
Okay.
them. But yeah, I
Pokemon
feel like
Go, Pokemon Scarlet.
nah, Scarlet. That's the one I'm playing. So it's like every like twice a month they'll have like a new raid, and they'll do it for like 2 weekends. Um, where they'll have the event going on, and then you just log on and then do the raid, and then it's only available for the weekend, so you either get it or you don't, or then you have like one other chance like the next week, and then after that you can't get it. Like, well, people could breed Pokemon, and then you could still get that Pokemon through breeding, but you won't have like the original one that's got like the special mark on it and stuff, and like the special like title or whatever. But so I'm just doing that for fun, just because I put so much time into Pokemon, into building like, pretty much like a Pokemon for like any different raid that would come up. So it's kind of fun being able to finally use them. But yeah, kind of fell
This
off
on
the
Pokemon Go?
no the regular Pokemon Scarlet game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think
There's a few people on my work, like grown ass men that are like in their 50s that play Pokemon Go like religiously.
yeah,
Religiously. I have a
it's
friend of
true.
mine who he said he's had his account since like I think he said it was the day after the game launched.
Like
And
2014 or something.
yeah, 2016. And that
Oh,
dude has
2016.
so many Pokemon.
That's
I was
crazy.
looking at his list of Pokemon. He has like fucking three or more versions of the same Pokemon, but he has them all in like the shiny version, which I guess is
Yeah,
like the best version you can get. He
yeah,
has them all, dude. He has like every single Pokemon.
that's
Except for
crazy.
like the ones that you could only get like in certain areas of the world.
Yeah, region locked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's some that are like locked to like Alaska and Canada and like
Mm,
some that are locked to like the southern parts of the US and
right.
like the desert areas of the US and like China and Japan and shit. There's certain Pokemon that are locked to certain regions that you can only get if you travel there. But like every time someone travels somewhere, he'll tell them like, "Hey, can you do me a favor and catch this Pokemon for me and then trade it for me? Legit, dude. Like, they'll actually do it too. They'll go there and they'll catch the Pokemon and they'll trade it with him for something, you know?
Dang, that's crazy.
But he has so many of them. I'm like, that's nuts. He's like a grown ass man that knows nothing about Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's never played the card game, doesn't know about the show, never even played like any of the Nintendo games or whatever. But he plays Pokemon Go like a fucking fanatic.
It's crazy how many like people still play Pokemon Go as much as
Yeah.
they do.
I think I was reading an article the other day about Pokemon Go and how maybe somebody brought it up on the show past couple of weeks where like, oh, this is like the first week where they didn't make like $17,000 that day or something. like it was a bad thing or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, we're losing money.
One day we didn't make 17,000. We made just under that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Servers went down.
Fucking shut
The
down the
world
servers.
is ending, guys.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Start shutting down the servers and doing layoffs, guys. We're done.
Dude, I
Yeah.
remember seeing like this article. It was like I had never heard of this website, but apparently they do like troll articles, and it was saying like, oh yeah, if you don't like all if you don't subscribe to Nintendo's new like Pokemon plan, then like all your Pokemon are gonna be like erased or whatever. And it was something stupid like, you know, like $20 a month or something, like just to like save your Pokemon or something. Otherwise they're gonna be like just fucking wiped out. But it was some like troll article. I had never heard of the website before.
Huh. Yeah, there's a few.
I'm
There's like
sure people were coming
there's the
unhinged, right?
Onion. There's the Onion, but there's one for gaming. I forget what it's called, but I've seen it too, where like all they do is like satire shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
there's
do
something like that.
like Phil Spencer announces this. He was like, well, no, he didn't.
Yeah,
Like, all they do is like satire fucking news or whatever.
yeah. But yeah, aside from that, that's all I've been playing. That's all I got going on.
Nice. Gunny, let's
Yeah.
go to news real quick.
Let's do it.
It's news time.
Beep, 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 beep.
Big news this week.
Wait, guys, wait. We got more sound in here, guys.
We got big news. All right. Super Smash Bros. News. Creator Masahiro Sakurai made a surprising comment recently stating that the online play isn't a very good fit for the fighting game series. Online play wasn't first introduced in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but the latest release in the franchise has the most robust support for online play for the franchise yet. Despite this, the addition of online play to Super Smash Bros. Has consistently been a surprising topic of controversy, as some view it as a strictly in-person competitive experience. The first Super Smash Bros. Game was originally released back in 1999 as an N64 exclusive game. While online multiplayer games were increasingly popular on the PC then, consoles wouldn't start supporting wired internet connections for years. As such, Super Smash Bros. Was strictly a couch competitive multiplayer game with support for 4 players at a time. Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube would also lack online play, which was first introduced with Super Smash Bros. Brawl in 2008. The success of Super Smash Bros. As an offline multiplayer game for nearly a decade has fostered a strong community sentiment surrounding the right way to play this game, Gunny. That sentiment appears to be held by franchise creator Masahiro Sakurai as well. Speaking in a recent Masahiro Sakurai on Creating Games YouTube show, the Super Smash Bros. Creator said explicitly that he doesn't think, quote, online play and Smash Bros. Are a very good fit for each other. The reason why Sakurai holds this view may surprise some Super Smash Bros. Fans. He says that one of the best parts of the game is that players can become champions among their friends. In contrast, Sakurai says that playing online can cause people to lose confidence in the game, and it seems that Sakurai sees offline play as a healthier alternative for the game and for the players. Sakurai does acknowledge a more specific issue with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is that the game's online play isn't technically perfect. He mentions that the game's network lag can lead to a choppy experience, and he only tacitly acknowledges that this is in part due to the limitations of the Nintendo Switch's hardware and multiplayer server tech, saying that technically it doesn't really matter what I think, and that if my job is to do it, I'll end up doing it. So there's that. That, man. The creator of Super Smash Bros. Says, hey, man,
Yeah.
play this shit on the couch.
He's 100% right in everything that he said,
I think so too.
but I mean, this is 2023,
But I mean,
right?
who really plays couch co-op?
There's not.
I guess. Okay, listen. I guess if there's a console people are playing couch co-op, it's the Switch, right?
Yeah.
It's a Nintendo console. It's not the Xbox. It's not the PlayStation. People are playing couch co-op on the Switch.
Absolutely. I've got a customer at work, and that is Wednesday night game night, right? Which is, Champion Among Friends with Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
That's his thing, right? Where he's like, yeah, I mean, we all play together physically in a room on the same TV.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it
beat
works.
the shit out of your brother, your sister, your sibling, You beat the fuck out of them and you make fun of them for whooping their ass. Yeah.
Right. I mean, that he's just talking about really just one component of things, and how his 80-year-old mind thinks, however old this guy is. but hey, this is 2023, man. And, and online, this brings more people to the game. And yeah, unfortunately, right, if you're at a house, in the car, on the train, right, you're
not to mention,
you've gotta,
he's right about the
internet.
online network and the lag and shit.
Yeah, I mean, amongst other, I think what he's just referring to as far as there's not that camaraderie and, and fellowship with friends and togetherness and, it's not that social aspect to it, but
the one thing that I do know, is not having internet sucks. This week I experienced that. The fucking construction workers outside on my street ended up cutting my internet service somehow, they cut the line or disconnected it or something. And it fucking sucked not being able to play games, man.
You had to go outside earlier this week, didn't you? You were like, dude, there's a sun out there.
What is this world? Where am I?
Fireball in the sky. What's going on?
Where am I? What is this outside world? But it was weird, man. I didn't have access to my games. I could not play Jedi Survivor. EA wouldn't let me play because every time you launch a game on Steam that's an EA game, it launches that EA app in the background to verify that you own it. And it said, you can't launch this game. You don't own it. And it's what?
Hey, same thing on a console.
What you mean I don't?
I
own this motherfucker. And it's no, you don't. You don't own it, Jesus. We don't know who you are. Who are you? Who are you right now? Why are you trying to launch this game?
We DRM, man. You're locked out.
You're fucked. Yeah, it was annoying as hell, man. It sucked. But I got my internet back. I upgraded my speed. Now I got the fastest Xfinity speed, Gunny. The fastest.
What's the fastest? The one that I pay for is $55 a month.
It's $100 a month. It's the 1200 meg.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did I did a speed test the other day. I was getting 900 something down.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna download all of the porn now.
Oh.
No need to just watch it on the fly. No cloud watching.
I know, right?
Download in 4K high res. Yeah.
Higher res. In other news, Halo Infinite is getting around to adding classic multiplayer mode at a mere 18 months after launch. That's right. Halo Infinite trundles on. Both a testament to the enduring appeal of the foundations laid down by Bungie, and in some ways an indictment of how Microsoft has handled it since. This once felt like the most important FPS series in the world. Now Halo is just another free-to-play shooter in a sea full of free-to-play shooters. But this is coming. The Infected mode by Halo, custom game types is coming, Gunny. Infected mode will arrive on Halo Infinite in June 20th as part of Season 4. and is themed as an AI takeover within the Halo fiction. So there's that. Beginning season 4, all new premium coatings. There's going to be a premium battle pass and a shop. There's going to be a career rank is also coming to Halo Infinite on June 20th, giving players an all-new progression system with military-style ranks. 343's official Forge remake of the Halo 5 map Plaza is targeted to be released in early Season 4. And Halo's Infinite's first bonus XP weekend, first one that they've done.
The first one, huh? Wow.
Oh my
How long's
God,
this game been out?
It's been a year and a half, and the first double XP weekend will be Evan, okay, June 2nd through the 4th.
Wow.
I almost feel like
weekend.
I hate to say it, but again, not a Halo player, right? But it's almost like I almost want to say Microsoft or Xbox, but it's definitely like that 343 team, right? Which is just, we don't even know what's left of it as far as like, leadership, right? But it's almost like they don't care. Like, well, we've got the money. I mean, we're going to come out with these things on our own time. It's like,
the first
they will
double
come
XP,
eventually.
The first double XP weekend, 18 months after launch.
And whoever's playing, you can play it. Like, we don't, seem like they don't care
Is this
about the
like
community.
their attempt to get new players? All right, guys, we got a double XP weekend. Motherfucker, Call of Duty has a double XP weekend the weekend of its launch.
And their infected mode is already out.
And almost every weekend.
Yeah, their infected mode. Yeah, Battlefield does it like a whole week. They don't even do XP weekends. They do double XP weeks. Come on.
Crash and burn. Rest in peace, Master Chief.
Go sit in the back, Master Chief. With
yeah, get in the back seat.
In the trunk. You fucking hobo. It's like okay, the Microsoft convoy pulls up, right? The limousines in the front. You got Phil Spencer in there. Okay, you got Phil Spencer in the limo in the front, Gunny. You got like you got Redfall getting in the limo. Okay, you got Starfield.
The hi-fi character up there in front.
You got Hi-Fi getting in there. You got Starfield getting in the limo, and then you see Master Chief and Marcus Phoenix, and they're trying to get in the limo, and the security stops them. Oh no, guys, you guys are in the sixth car on the back. Your car is down there. This is for the VIP only.
The car's all rusty and spray-painted rims.
You guys are back there with Major Nelson.
Yeah.
You're in the back over there. Go sit over there, guys.
Major Nelson, like, welcome to the party, boys. He's got a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Old ass Major Nelson in the back.
Join the team. Hey, who wants a joint?
Major Nelson is fucking drunk as shit in the back, just fucking. I remember when I used to sit up there.
He's got a bottle of pills he pulls out and they fall on the floor. Who wants one? Master Chief, you want one? So make it all go away, guys.
That's so true. Hashtag sad. Speaking of that, one thing I did this week?
What?
I canceled my Xbox Game Pass.
What?
You and Mayo turned PlayStation fanboy. You just canceled your Game Pass. What's going on?
Since launch of the Xbox Game Pass, I've had Xbox Game Pass since it came out. And since they've lost me as a customer. Okay? I don't even have an Xbox anymore. What's going on, Gunny?
Well, so you were using it for PC mainly.
Okay, but still, what happened?
Well, I think Redfall happened maybe, and maybe Halo before that, where, I mean, I would say, I'm going to say this, Jesus, like if it didn't keep your attention, right? And if they're not, especially when we go back to the Halo, right? Then it's not, they're not putting out content regularly. It's almost like I can't blame you, right? I can't say, Jesus, you can just stay within the Xbox community and, because if you fall off of that, right, then, and the next big thing would have been Redfall. It's not.
Isn't that crazy though? Like I feel like it was weird. Like it was like cutting off like a long-term relationship that I've had with this fucking thing, you know? Like
Damn.
I've been in the ecosystem of the Xbox since the original Xbox, dude. Really, you know, I used to play the original Xbox. I used to be a PS2 guy and a PS1 guy. Then my buddy got an Xbox, and I loved it. I was like, I love Xbox. And I got the 360. I had multiple 360s. The Xbox One, I was all in with them, and I stood around while they flopped around like a dead fish. Xbox Xbox One X came out, stuck around with that. Then this new one comes out, and nothing appealed to me because there was nothing on launch. And I said it when the Series X was launching. I said it. I was like, "How are they launching a new generation of consoles with no exclusives?
Yeah, no Halo game.
No
Yeah.
exclusives. No exclusives. Everything was backwards compatible. No exclusives. Okay, and nothing. And 2 year, 3, 4, 5 years into this new generation, we're still on the same page. No good exclusives. Sad. It's fucking sad.
So
Oh, talk about buying all these fucking studios for what? For
what made you
what,
do
Evan?
it? What was the tipping?
There's nothing. There's nothing on Game Pass for me. I legit went on there to try to justify myself having it. Because I remember told you guys last month that I downgraded, right? Like 3 weeks ago, I downgraded my service to just the PC Game Pass.
From Ultimate? You had Ultimate this whole time?
I had Ultimate this whole time. I've been paying these fuckers $15 a month this whole time.
Even though you didn't have an Xbox?
Even though I didn't have an Xbox, I've been paying them for
You're
the
such
Ultimate.
fucking simp Jesus over
All
here.
right, listen. Yeah, listen.
Should have bought the battle passes
shoved.
too in Halo. Oh wait, they didn't have it. Never mind. So you couldn't have bought it.
This is
Listen.
because Jesus didn't want to buy the battle pass. He had to downgrade his Game Pass.
listen. All right. Then I went the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna look on Game Pass to see if there's anything on there that I want to play. And there absolutely wasn't. Not one thing that I wanted to play that I couldn't just buy on my own and have. There was nothing. Nothing. At all. Everything I want, I own or I could buy. Why the fuck do I don't need the Game Pass. So I canceled it, Evan. I broke off this relationship. It's over. It's over
Damn.
with Xbox. I'm done.
Well,
Yeah, you know what? I guess I would say, like, kind of sad to say, but I feel like there was like the last hype. I mean, besides Hi-Fi Rush, right? That was
Starfield,
like,
listen, Starfield, you know where I'm gonna buy it? I'll buy it on Steam. I'm not subscribing back to Game Pass for that.
yeah.
you're gonna pay $70.
I'll pay.
Yeah.
Because why not? If that game is so good as they're hyping it up to be, right?
Well, we don't know. Phil said it could be
It
might
could
be an
be shit.
11. Who knows?
It might be a 6 out of 10, maybe, guys. We're lower your expectations a little bit, okay?
Don't oversell it, man. Don't overhype it.
They kind of are though, because they got like a whole showcase coming out this month just for it.
Yeah, see, I'm on the other side of things, Jesus, where I'm like, whoa, I like but then I have reservations too, because I can say, well, I saved $70 by paying $15 a month.
How are you saving it?
That's true, right?
You don't own this shit. I guess you don't know anything that you buy on the PC anymore, but still,
right?
You don't own
yeah,
it.
but yeah, right. As long as I keep giving them $15 a month, right? Yeah, but then I look at it the other side, Jesus. I gotta say this too, where I'll always say, yeah, look at the Redfall situation where I'll say, wait a minute now, I'm not even getting my $15 right there. Or, the fact that if I'm gonna stay in that ecosystem of Xbox, right, where they owe me something, man. That's the way I look at it. They're gonna have to give me some kind of battle pass or coins or something. Cheaper discounts.
I don't know. I kind of got out of it. I don't know. Do you still have Game Pass 7?
No.
See, this guy doesn't have it.
I haven't had it for a long time. The only time I had Game Pass was when you could buy like 3 years of Xbox Live, and then I upgraded for
Oh, and upgraded, yeah. Like
You
a
know, at this
dollar.
point, guys, at this point,
yeah,
I think
and
you
then
both know the answer to this one. There's only one thing that can save game. Well, that can save really, I would say Game Pass per se, right? To bring people to pay $15 a month. Um, and that's the Call of Duty Activision thing, right? I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That's the elephant in the
Yeah.
room.
Now, if they
That's
get that back, I might just have to sign up for it again just to get the Call of Duty games.
yeah. Not to
Because
say
I
that
know,
everybody's going to do
I
it.
play those.
but I mean, well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it would make.
I mean,
Well,
there's going to be that
mm,
percentage, right, that will bring people back or bring people to, right? It's going to take, it's just because it's 15 a month, right? Doesn't mean that people are going to do, oh, I just don't want to pay $70. Well, and I usually buy the $100 version anyway because I love Call of Duty. Well, they're going to stay there, right? They're going to be on,
mm,
that's going to be on the Steam or the COD launcher or, PlayStation, it's going to be there. So,
what it would have to be like, what, $15 a month? You're looking at 4 months to make it worth it just for Call of
yeah,
Duty, right?
Yeah.
right.
I guess.
But they got to be
Yeah.
good, right? These got to be good games, and even though you could play the back compat library, all those games are going to come flooding over from Activision onto, the game. But I get it, I understand it, right?
I'd
So
probably still just I don't know if I'd do that. I would probably still just buy the game, like for Call of Duty. Like if it, I mean, if it looked
You're
good,
right.
I wouldn't sign up for, because what do? You sign up for Game Pass, right? And then you're like,
Or you could sign up to try it and then buy it.
yeah, yeah, that's true, huh?
What if it sucks and then you hate it and then you just bought it?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
the real super casuals, right, are the ones that'll just
Yeah,
they're
but
just
it's
going to do
just
the
for
do
me,
that
it's
thing.
just kind of like a sad thing, at the same time. Because, like I said, I've been on the Xbox ecosystem forever, and to just leave it now, it's like, damn, it finally happened. I'm out.
You're
Yeah,
finally
that's
out of it,
everything,
huh?
huh? That's everything.
I'm out. I'm all
Damn.
PC. I'm all in on PC now. Mayo has converted me. Mayo's job
You're
is
right.
complete. Mayo,
Fucking
Mayo,
Mayo, you took
listen,
my Xbox buddy out of the system. He says,
Mayo,
I've known him since the days of the Xbox
yeah.
360, this Xbox Life. Damn it. That's my
Mayo,
rant. You took my friend.
Mayo is like the fucking Palpatine of fucking horrible gamers. Okay, he fucking showed up and converted me over. That son of a bitch. He's converted. He's like, yes, Jesus, embrace the PC-ness.
Yeah.
Embrace the Steam.
Damn it, Mayo. You
The
know what I'm going to do
Steam
next week? I am going to
machine.
take an Xbox controller with an angry face emoji and just slap it on that thing and send it express mail over to your house, right? Doing that today. Can't believe it.
Everyone send the hate mail to Mayo. He's the one that converted me over. Okay, I'm converted. I'm joining the dark side, Gunny. The
The
Jedi Council.
That's it.
race.
You know what,
The
Mayo?
Jedi Council has not done me good. I'm gonna go into the room and kill off all the Xbots. All right,
That's it, guys. I'm out of here. I'm quitting the podcast. I'm the left. I'm the lone. That's it. Evan, take my spot. I'll see you guys. Okay.
all right.
Goodbye.
I feel like fucking like Anakin when he walks into the Jedi Temple and kills all the little Jedi's.
Oh.
I'm gonna go in. I'm walking in right now with my lightsaber. I'm about to kill off all the consoles. Okay, that's what I'm doing, Gunny. I'm walking into the console temple and destroying all the consoles, all of them.
Jesus is gonna go shoot up the Microsoft store.
They don't have those anymore.
They don't have them anymore. Yeah, they went out of business. In other
What?
news,
Oh.
37 countries have now approved Microsoft's deal to buy Activision Blizzard. That's right. Microsoft's proposed deal to acquire Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion has not been cleared in yet another country. China's State Administration for Market Regulation has given the green light to the buyout, becoming the 37th country and one of the largest ones in the world to sign off. China's unconditional clearance of our acquisition of Activision Blizzard follows clearance decisions from jurisdictions such as the European Union and Japan, bringing the total to 37 countries, representing more than 2 billion people, Microsoft said in a statement from Tom Warren of The Verge. The acquisition, combined with our recent commitments to the European Commission, will empower consumers worldwide to play more games on more devices. Think about that. They say that brings it to more than 2 billion people, and like half of that is in China.
Yeah. How many
Half of
gamers?
those people are in China
You know how
themselves.
many
That's why
countries
they're
are in the
happy.
world? There's 195 countries in the world.
And they
How
got
many?
37.
Got a long way to go.
Yeah. So there's that.
Right.
Microsoft's
The-
$68.7 billion acquisition proposing to pay for Activision represents the biggest ever acquisition in gaming history, among the largest in any business transaction acquisition ever.
Damn.
Microsoft's previous biggest acquisition ever, Gunny, before this, was LinkedIn. They purchased LinkedIn in 2016 for a total of $26.2 billion. This deal is 2.5 times bigger than that.
That's all possible because Jesus has been paying for Game Pass.
Yes. We
Ever
thank you, Jesus.
I've been paying for Game Pass for the
You
last
can
5 years.
you can stop your subscription now. We've got enough money to buy Activision. Thanks.
They're gonna send me a thank you letter. Thank you, Jesus, for being a member of Game Pass and not using it for the last 4
It's like
years.
it's like that meme of the like the guy from Kung Fu Panda where he's like, "You can rest now, little one."
Yeah.
It's like Jesus's wallet just all shriveled up.
Oh shit.
You'll get a little thing. I think there'll be a thing like with like a little postcard from Bill Spencer, and he'll have his hands kind of out and palms out, be like, "Jesus, we're here. We'll be waiting for you when you come back."
Yeah, we'll wait for you when we get Call of Duty.
Yeah,
You'll come back to us. You'll
we'll be
come back
sending you
to us.
10 emails a day,
Yeah.
text message reminder.
Yeah. Don't get me again, those motherfuckers.
What do you think of my
Ah,
jacket? Is it a cool jacket?
the cool jacket, Jesus. Do you
Yeah.
like it?
Look.
In other
Yeah.
news, PlayStation Showcase 2023 is now announced. So, when is the PlayStation Showcase, Gunny? You're wondering, as a PlayStation player.
Maya wants to know.
PlayStation Showcase will air 1 p.m. on Wednesday, May 24th. The show will run for just a bit over an hour, making it one of Sony's longest live stream in years. What to expect from this showcase? You will be able to watch it on YouTube and Twitch. Sony is also welcoming content creators to co-stream this event, but it notes that the show will feature copyright music. Sony says it will be focusing on both the PS5 and the PSVR 2 games, including new titles from PlayStation Studios. So, we can expect a glimpse of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. There's going to be a Last of Us multiplayer showcase, as well as the new Wolverine game from Insomniac will be shown here.
Ooh,
That's
I
going to
want
be
to see that.
That's probably going to sounds like a cool title, right? Like a Wolverine game. Hell yeah.
Yeah, from Insomniac. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, especially from Insomniac. Their last 3 games have been amazing. The stream will also feature updates from third-party studios and indie creators. Final Fantasy 16 is going to be featured for sure. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is going to be announced and shown as well. That's scheduled to drop this winter. And also, there's a team working on Silent Hill 2 remake. And apparently they're going to be showing this because it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive. So there's that. Mortal Kombat, which just recently this week announced a new Mortal Kombat game called Mortal Kombat 1.
I watched the trailer yesterday.
That is going to apparently be shown here at this exclusive showcase.
Oh,
I think they have the marketing rights for this Mortal Kombat game. So they're going to be showcasing it.
Warner
I think
Brothers.
it's definitely coming to the Xbox, but I think it's going to be showcased at PlayStation. So there's that. PSVR 2 shit and whatnot. In other news, move on here to more news.
Yeah, real quick, Jesus. I always get a little bummed out because I'm always working on that day at that time. I'm driving at 9 in the morning on a Wednesday. I'm like,
Me
they do
too.
that every year. I wish they would do it on a
Do it
Saturday,
I wish they would do it like at
Monday.
5 p.m.
Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Saturday, Sunday, or those 3 days, guys. Sony, please, next year.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, they don't. Yeah, they're gonna really listen to the Xbox, Gunny.
Right, Mr. Game Pass holder here. Fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Gunny. You're the last guy they're gonna listen to for this shit.
They might win me over with the new Wolverine game, but Somniac, yeah. Studio.
In other news, PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan has announced that Sony is all in on the PSVR 2, and it's just been launched. They're saying that they now have 270,000 units sold after a month on release, and that they now have more than 40 titles that have been released on it, and that they have plenty more up their sleeve. According to Jim Ryan, they're currently working on more than 100 VR games in development, and some of them will be showcased this Wednesday at this event. So there's that. So, Ryan himself said he's looking forward to the PSVR version or PSVR 2 version of Beat Saber, and he also mentioned a Resident Evil 4 VR version coming to the PlayStation as well.
Yeah, Beat Saber, PSVR 2. That's a given. That should definitely be on there.
That's totally a fucking given.
I mean, because that game gets a lot of replayability.
In other news, move on to some more news here, guys. Okay.
More news.
Hey, Jesus, there's an article I want to read. If I could, there's a good so if you look down there, Jesus, where it talks about AI and a Twitch streamer named Amaranth.
Yeah.
Amaranth, or whatever her name is. So I think she's like a, hot tub streamer on Twitch.
Ooh.
So now, guys, because I got this little article out, Jesus, where you can now, like, there's audio AI chat you can have with her when she's not online. So, guys, this is coming from one of the developers here, or whoever's in charge. So it reads here, as the conversations with our AIs develop, if you're speaking to our current AI, or today, now with Amaranth from Twitch, what we've done is we've implemented procedures that have automatic detection of variable situations, from mental health situations to overruse, Mayor told Bloomberg. So the AI will actually in real time either slow the conversation down if a conversation is going to go too long, or if it appears someone might be getting, let's say, addicted.
Addicted?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is scary.
Right. So look, here we go.
The scary part about this, though, is okay. So they built an AI. She can talk to you whenever. The scary part about this is they keep building these AIs, Gunny, right? And these female AIs that can talk to you. At what point are people just going to be talking to AIs instead of people?
Yeah. Let me read this really quick, Jesus, and I'll let you comment on that.
I'm an AI.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we paid premium. That's why. That's why you can respond so fast. It goes on here to say, and then, Jesus, what we've also done, I don't know about this, Jesus. As it says here, what we've done is also built a mental health engine to detect various states of depression, anxiety, and soon to be even cases of bipolar disorder amongst users, so that we can in real time connect with them with human therapists.
This bullshit is gonna fucking sell gonna fucking trigger.
Do you believe it?
No, I do believe it, because this is smart of them. Why wouldn't they do that? Of course, they're gonna steal your information. That thing's gonna be asking me, "Oh Jesus, how was your day at work?" And I'm gonna be like, "Oh man, I had a real rough day. My internet went out. Fucking Evan's not talking to me because I haven't paid my subscription fee. I canceled my Xbox Game Pass. It sucks. And it's going to be like, oh, Jesus, you're going through a hard time. Let me connect you to this new therapist. It's only $9.99 a minute.
Yeah, there you go. You nailed it right there where they said, see, that's what it's going to be like. We're going to connect you with a real-time person, or they're just going to read off some website.
Or I'm going to have the cops come into my house and taking me to a mental hospital because I'm fucking thinking about suicide or something, you know? Like,
or you're talking about suicide, or you're talking about doing
some crazy shit.
And
yeah. It's going to be like, oh, this guy's thinking about hurting people. Let's go arrest him real quick.
Or he's talking about hurting people or doing violence to. Yeah.
So what about the fact that this is all based on like talking to some hot tub streamer AI? Like this is just like a what do you call it?
They're using her because she's popular. It would be like they could have picked any hot famous actor right now.
Right, but I mean, yeah.
But it's cheaper. It's cheaper to use her.
Yeah, but I'm saying the audience that they're going to be pulling from
because okay, listen, you cannot get like an 80-year-old man to talk to an AI. They're going to be like, this is stupid. Why am I talking to a computer? But you know who will talk to a computer? A gamer.
Yes.
A gamer will talk to a computer. Because gamers are used to talking to computers. We're used to talking to a console. We're used to talking to a machine. Because guess what? When you're gaming online and you're talking to your friends on the console in a party chat, you're talking to the machine, really. I mean, really, right? You're wearing a headset. You're talking to the machine. The fact that there's another person on the other end is just the fact that there's another person on the other end. But what happens when the machine starts creating fake people? What if Xbox tried this without telling nobody? What if Xbox just made gamer tags with fake accounts, like fake gamer scores, fake everything, and started putting them into games and said, let's test this. Let's put this guy into a match with Call of Duty and just have an AI running the game, right? Playing like a real player, running around shooting people and bullshit and talking to people. And then all of a sudden you become friends with this random player on our Xbox, right? And you start talking to them every day. And then all this bullshit, you become friends with this person, right? And you realize this motherfucker's an AI. What if Brink and IAMS that I've been talking to for the last 10 years, right?
Have been an experiment?
What if they're just an AI? What if IAMS and Brink are not real, Gunny? I know they're real.
That would be...
But what if they're not?
Right, what if you land at the airport, you go to their...
And there's nobody there.
The place that and you find out it's just been a computer running this whole time. And they're like, hey, Jesus, I'm glad you could make it.
Hey, Jesus, we're going to take you to this computer. This is the real Brink. He's been, like, you think about that.
Would you be upset?
I would be like, that is amazing. I've made a crazy-ass friendship with somebody that I thought was real, and it's been this computer this whole time.
Let's take it back to this article, Jesus. What if it is like a love interest sort of thing, this lustful, desirable thing, whether it be a man, woman, transgender, whoever that you're going to meet in that, or not, well, probably couldn't, but let's just say, right? Like
that's the scary part for me too, because you think about all these people, right? You ever watch the show Catfish? That whole show is about people meeting people online and finding out they're not really them. What if somebody is a really good programmer, okay? And they create an AI that can do chat and talk and do voice because of the fake AI voice, computer generated shit. And they create a person. And this person, they put him online on some dating site and they start talking to people. And they meet someone from across the world and they start talking to this person. They can fool people into sending them money, scam them out of money, scam them out of shit. You think about this, like, how far can people take this? And that, I guarantee you, is going to happen. I guarantee you, 10 years from now, we're going to have plenty of stories where people are going to be saying, oh, I was on a dating site and I got scammed by an AI hacker. Some AI hacker fucking scam me out of like millions of dollars because I thought I was in love with this person online, and they kept asking me for money and shit, and I just gave it to them, thinking they were real. And but, well, how did you not know they were not real? Well, I don't know because I was talking to them. I would call them on the phone and they would answer. I would video FaceTime with them because guess what, guys? There is now technology out there where you can make a FaceTime, like a video
Yes.
of a person talking without a real person there. It's just
Yeah, there was a
computer.
woman, right?
Yeah.
Recently within the last 6 months, right? Where no. It was it was a guy, and whatever, he was putting up all these photos on Twitter, just all over, right? Like, and they're just like him, and and he's, but it was she was not who people thought it was. It was actually a guy. So
Yeah. But you can. There's video
Not-
software. There's
yeah.
software out there where you can create videos without a real person. You can tell them what to talk about. You can type in anything you want them to say, and they will say it, and it will look like a real person on a video. On a video, talking. You can fool people with that. Make a FaceTime call. Have a fucking thing where like it's a screen and it's showing that video, and then you fool people. All right, people will fall for it, and that's gonna happen. I guarantee you, AI scammers are gonna be a thing.
Damn. Yeah.
I feel like
It's
there's got to
fucking
be a lot of good use for this and a lot
scary.
of bad use.
And you know the
Um,
scary part about all this, right? So, like in the last year or 2 or 3 years, we've got a lot of advancements in AI, right? You got Chat GPT and all these AIs, right?
Yeah.
You know what the
There's-
sad part about all this is, though?
There's workarounds like to.
No,
I don't know,
there's
what
Maybe
is-
people losing their
There
jobs is
is-
what I'm concerned about, which I wouldn't
there's-
want.
no. Listen, you know what? Okay, yeah, there's that. That's gonna happen too. But you know why? Because there's no regulations on it.
Mm,
Good point.
Congress,
I think even Elon Musk
Congress,
brought that up.
Congress and the government and the US and around the world, different governments around the world, Canadian government, Mexican government, all the governments around the world are not keeping up with it. They're not passing laws saying, okay, we have to limit this AI to be able to do this. Like the US Congress is so caught up on bullshit right versus left, liberals versus Democrats, or Democrats versus Republicans and conservatives versus liberals and all that bullshit. They're so caught up on Trump versus Biden that nobody's really looking at the state of the country and the things that are advancing in technology, that no one's keeping up with it.
Yeah, there's
And-
been
and
inquiries,
these-
right?
And
that I've seen.
these fucking senators and governors are all 90 and 70 and 80 fucking years old. They have no idea that this shit is happening, right? These new AIs are coming up. And guess what? By the time that all this shit's so developed and so advanced, they're going to try to pass laws. And guess what? They're not going to be able to.
too
Because
late.
you know why? Because Walmart and Amazon and Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo and
Google.
and Apple and all these big fucking companies are going to be exploiting that AI to what? To steal your information, steal your data, steal your money, steal your shit, control your life. And they're going to be like, why do we want regulations? We could do whatever we want.
They want to maximize profits. Yeah.
Yeah, we could steal all your money by fooling you to thinking you have a cool relationship with this hot girl, Gunny, online. Guess what? We're going to steal all your fucking money and fool you out of it. Why do we want some fucking stupid regulations? And they're going to lobby and they're going to pay these congressmen money to not pass any regulations. And guess what? It's going to be too late. And all this shit's going to get out of hand. But guess what? We're too worried about right versus left and transgender laws and fucking laws about immigrants and the fucking wall and shit. Guess what? All this shit's going to happen. And it's going to be too late because these fuckers are so caught
Remember,
up in other
Jesus,
shit.
Remember something. We talk about what they want us to talk about.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah. It's a distraction, man, is what it is. But no, seriously, I knew there were inquiries. I didn't watch the whole inquiry thing on Google's AI dude or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I know what you're saying, Jesus, right? There's not enough like focus on this, and I know that Elon Musk is like he's like, yeah, I've been warning everybody, this thing's coming, and
He's
it's coming
right though,
fast.
because people are gonna exploit it. He's telling people, "Hey, man, yes, I'm making all these cool things, but guess what? People are gonna figure out ways to exploit this. People are gonna use this shit to hack people and steal their money. And you know what, Gunny? Your grandma's gonna get fooled out of her fucking money. Evan, I'm sorry, but the house that you're remodeling right now, your grandpa's gonna give it to some AI hot chick.
Shit.
Amaranth
Okay?
has it now.
He's gonna give it to some fucking Amaranth AI.
Damn
Okay,
it.
because he fell in love with it, and you're fucked. Okay, sorry, Evan.
Damn
okay.
It's not the real Amaranth. It's just AI.
Okay. Sorry,
voice
Evan.
bot.
I gave your house to a fucking Amaranth chick.
I'm gonna burn it down.
No,
I have the power.
But you know what's funny, Jesus? I was looking in there, and she's talking about throughout the article, oh, we're going to be really careful, and it's not going to be be like the smut that people are thinking,
Right.
where we're going to have these super intimate conversations. It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of safeguards in place. But
I
then
believe it.
further down the article, Jesus, I was reading like how successful she is, and where she bought what did she buy? Like a 7-Eleven with a gas station for $170 million. Just something insane, right? I mean, smart woman, right? But yeah, I just thought, oh gosh, we're going to be reading articles, Jesus, like just what you talked about, where, yeah, I downloaded the Amaranth Chat GDP with the voice automated thing, and
she stole all my money.
My wife left me, and
my wife thought I was cheating on her because my wife thought I was cheating on her because this Amaranth chick kept calling me at 2 a.m. to talk to her.
Right. What are you wearing? What are you wearing right now? Yeah.
Sending me nudes and shit in the middle of the night, and my wife found them. I fucking lost my wife. I lost my kids. Like, that's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna
I'm living in my car.
happen.
What's going on? Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna get together with some crazy hacker programmer guy and make this happen. I'm gonna scam people out of money because it's gonna fucking happen.
All you got to do is just say, you know what? It's free for now, Jesus.
Yeah.
That first conversation we have is free. Just
who's gonna have an AI?
talk wee hours into the night.
Pornhub.
Oh
Pornhub.
yeah.
Pornhub is gonna create an AI that you can chat with and have sex video chats with. Then guess what? They don't have to pay webcam girls anymore.
See, there goes the jobs.
All the hot MILFs in my area.
Yep. They're gonna be real hot MILFs because they're all AIs now.
Damn.
Hot MILFs ready to chat with you, Evan.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna happen.
It doesn't sound so bad anymore.
Evan's like, take my money in my house.
Shut up and take my money.
It doesn't sound so bad. It's gonna happen, Gunny. Get ready for the future. Let's do some more news. In other news, in Japan, authorities have now made their first arrest over a video game spoiler. That's right.
Ooh.
A 50-year-old from Nagoya, Japan, is now the first in the country to be arrested for illegally uploading game videos on YouTube, Gunny. As reported by Japan Today. Okay, let's open that link up here. Okay. So, in the most basic terms, the plot of this video game, Steins Gate, involves sending messages into the past in order to set changes in motions that will improve the present and the future. Odds are that's something that Shinobu Yoshida wishes he could do right now. I don't know what the fuck that is. But this 52-year-old resident of Nagoya has become the first person arrested in Japan for illegally uploading video game gameplay videos to YouTube. The charges stem from a trio of gameplay videos from the game Steins Gate: My Darling's Embrace, an entry in the franchise which was initially released in 2013 and most recently ported to the Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Windows in 2019. The videos were monetized and they were collecting ad revenue, and they contained the game's ending. In addition to the gameplay videos, Yoshida was also found to have uploaded the videos of Steins Gate's anime adaptation and Spy X Family anime. These were not complete episodes, but instead have been reported as fast content, or netabear videos. In Japan, Fast content is a term used to describe condensed versions of a series episode or a movie. Netabare and translates most closely to a spoiler, but in criminal discussions is generally used in reference to videos that extensively show the ending of a published work, as opposed to the short reveal plot twist clips such as Darth Vader saying "I'm your father." Yoshida also reportedly added captions and narration to some or all of his anime videos. So this guy got arrested. He's one of the first people. He's the first person in the country to ever get arrested for releasing early access of a game and putting them on YouTube and uploading the end of the game.
Yeah,
You
that's
should have blamed it on AI.
I would have said, "Yeah, man, this AI told me to do it."
right. Why are you arresting me? Come arrest this computer right here.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
This fucking AI told me to upload it. All right, that's what happened, Gunny. I don't know nothing.
I know exactly what this guy did.
Yeah?
You ever upload something on YouTube, Jesus, where it might contain some remember that day was it Star Wars related, where like the Star Wars music came on because it was George Lucas that came out,
Mhm.
and YouTube was like, hey, you cannot upload that, that 4-minute clip or whatever. Like it immediately caught it. What is that called? That catches the metric or whatever.
The algorithm or whatever.
The algorithm. So then, but it gives you the option, Jesus. It gives you the option to say, no, I own this, right? And force an upload. So I bet this guy did that. Right, like he talked about, he changed some things where it fools YouTube, right? And it gets
But
lost in the weeds.
to actually get arrested for it, that's wild.
Yeah, that is great. Because, well, if it's gaining revenue ad and all that stuff, then I guess it does almost become like
You would think it's just a
you're
fine,
stealing money. You're stealing revenue from that company. Doesn't that make sense? Right? It's not your money to keep.
Who knows?
Yeah. That belongs
other
to the rightful
news,
owner.
and the last piece of news that I have, Boosteroid has now partnered with Microsoft and Xbox. So, okay. So, Boosteroid is getting Microsoft titles a couple weeks after Gears 5 arrived or whatever on GeForce Now. So, what is Boosteroid and why it's coming? So, last week, GeForce Now added Gears 5 to the service, Deathloop and Grounded, and Pentiment will follow this week. Starting June 1st, the same titles will be available to Boosteroid as part of a 10-year deal with Microsoft. Yeah, the Boosteroid, I don't know what the fuck, what is Boosteroid?
I believe that was the first I heard of it was that it's the cloud gaming service.
It is the cloud gaming service.
Yeah, because I remember that's what all
they got a deal with Microsoft. And Evan, you could sign up right now for €7.49 a month.
No, thanks.
No?
No.
Why? I mean, no.
I'm just an AI, dude.
It's funny, like
he is. It's 89 euros per year.
I'm the one scamming people out of money.
Oh. Okay.
I am Boosteroid.
Oh,
give me
you are
your money, play the
Boosteroid.
game.
Oh wow, he is Boosteroid.
I've already taken all of Gunny's money.
Hey guys. Speaking of that,
Yeah.
I've run out of money and I've run out of time, guys.
Oh.
So this is me signing off. Go find me everywhere. Gamertag Gunny Chief over on PlayStation. HGP _Gunny, guys. I'm out. Bye, guys.
Bye, Gunny.
Bye, Gunny.
But yeah, that's wild. That all this shit's happening, man. That fucking AI shit is happening. But yeah, Boosteroid, Microsoft, they partnered up, coming to their service. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, there's an app on iOS for this shit. But I don't know how exactly this works.
I've never heard of this thing before.
Yeah, it's a cloud service. It's just like GeForce Now, but it's a different one.
Hmm.
I guess.
Same thing. You just link your libraries to it or something,
Yep. Yep.
and then they steal your games.
Yeah. They steal your games and you fucking play them. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Exactly how it works.
They're like, "Are you sure you want to cancel your subscription? We own all your shit."
Oh yeah. Are you sure we now have the license for all your games?
It turns into a ransom.
You can't access your Steam anymore.
Yeah.
You gotta pay us Jesus to get back on your Steam.
Now that we've finally
Mm.
converted you over to the PC Master Race.
I would suck. I was stuck. But yeah, that's all I have for news, Evan. There's no more news. Pretty much that the big thing this week will be that PlayStation showcase.
Mm.
Xbox has been pretty quiet lately. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Anything you want to talk about? News or anything like that?
Mm, well, I did just pick up, or I didn't even pick it up. Death Stranding was free on Epic Games.
It was?
Yeah,
I should have picked it up.
the good old free game channel in the Discord.
Oh shit, it reminded you about it?
Well, I just happened to click on it and see it. I was like, I had to do like a double take. A double take. I was like,
You're like,
what?
what?
Yeah,
What is this?
yeah. Epic Games has some pretty good freebies on there.
I want to get it right now. It's actually free right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's an amazing game. You know what? I'm gonna play that again on the PC now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you only had it. What? Do you still have your PlayStation?
No, I got rid of that too. I got
Dude,
rid of it.
I don't understand why you like. I don't understand why you go and buy these.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
I don't, if I don't have a use for it, I want to get rid of it. Like, I just don't need it anymore. I want
I
it
don't.
out of my life.
Hmm.
Like that's what I do with most of my shit. All, like, everything that I have. If I
Well,
don't need it, I get rid
yeah.
of it.
Hmm.
I don't know, because, and the weird thing is, my brother is the opposite way. That motherfucker's like a hoarder, and he has a
Uh-huh.
bunch of random shit. And like he'll have shit like a lot of it. He'll have like computers and laptops. I'm like, why do you have this? You don't. I've never seen him. He has like 3 printers, and he's never used them.
You know, for like how advanced our technology is, yet printers are still like the weakest
So
link in
yeah,
all of technology.
like so ghetto. They're still jam up. No
They
matter how
jam.
nice your printer is, it's
Yeah.
still gonna jam every once in a while.
Yeah, or it just won't connect,
Yeah.
or you run out of ink or something. Like it's just
Speaking of, I just used my printer the other day to print out my new insurance card for my car. And
uh
like it was like the printer wasn't wanting to work, it didn't want to connect because I never use it. So I like had to go pull it out, dust it off. And like I'm trying
yeah.
to connect it, the shit's all fucking beep boop beep boop beep fucking making noises. And shit is like it's not working. It says like no page detected. I'm like, motherfucker, there's paper in there. It's like, okay, there's a page detected, but like now you gotta hit the reset button on the printer. It's like, what the fuck, dude? It's like all this shit just to print out like 1 page of shit, you know?
Yeah, awful.
It's so fucking stupid. Fucking dumb. But you're completely right. I agree with you there. Like printers are the one thing that's so like it feels outdated, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Like
does.
paper itself feels like so ancient tech.
Whoa.
It
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
But like But if you think about the future, right? Like, I don't know, 1,000 years from now, do you still think they'll have paper? I think it'll always be around. And what else are they going to use?
I don't know. What if we run out of trees?
Oh, fuck. No, you just keep replanting them.
Well, what if we run out of space or something?
We run out, how are you going to run? You know how much space there is in this world? There's so much space, Evan.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah. How much space is needed for all the people in the world? So,
I think everybody could fit into the state of Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
okay.
Like,
Okay, let me look this up. I'm looking this up right now, okay?
like the whole 10 billion people.
Okay, listen. The entire population of the world
Yes.
can fit on the largest Hawaiian island.
No way.
If you stood everyone in this, like, side by sides, like in the area landmass,
No way.
they could fit on the largest island in the Hawaiian island chain.
No.
Yeah, it says it right here, man.
No.
Okay,
Damn.
yeah. Like, think
Yeah.
about that. So you're right. Everyone could fit inside Texas.
Well, yes, I'm not.
Okay. How am I gonna run out of space, Evan? Okay, you just put everyone in Texas and then fucking fill the world with trees. Okay, you can't. We'll never
You know,
run out of trees.
I wasn't even high. I guess I was just like just being silly or something the other day. But I was thinking about that because I was just talking about that with somebody, my brother or something. I was like, yeah, I told him I was like, you think if everybody jumped up at the same time, we could like push the Earth out of like rotation or something?
Oh, you were probably high. How high were you, bro?
Dude, that was a completely sober idea, and I was just like, I was just thinking about it. I was like, well, I don't know. I was like doing some, and then I started calculating it out, and there's no fucking chance. It was just,
There's no chance.
yeah.
No, not even close.
Mm. But anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that correlates to why I thought we'd run out of space for trees.
The world. I think the world's a lot bigger than you think, Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a lot bigger.
Dude, I don't know if there's gonna be paper in 1,000 years.
I think there will be. I think it's never going to be like a thing that goes away for good.
It can be
It,
it's so easily replaced by a screen though.
it is, but like, okay, listen, a screen, like the materials we need right now in this current age and time,
Uh-huh.
that we need to make technology like screens and phones and shit
Yeah.
are more finite than a tree.
Yeah.
Like you will run out of those if you just started making all the screens and all the paper in the world. You just started making both at full speed and nonstop all day,
Mhm.
every day. You
Mhm.
will run out of the stuff to make screens and shit way before you will run out of the stuff to just make a paper. Way
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Way before. So that's why I think it's never going to go away because no matter if you recycle the shit you make the screens with, I guarantee that not all of it is recyclable, probably. So, like, you're gonna run out of that stuff. You know, even Apple and shit saying that already they're having like supply issues sometimes when they launch a new iPhone
Yeah.
to make the new like enough of them fast enough to release it because of how like hard it is to get the stuff to make it. And that's with them recycling a lot of the shit.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
think about that, man. That's like what? We're not even 20 years into the iPhone. Paper has been around since like 1,000 years. It's been for fucking forever since it's been around. All right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna go away, Evan.
Mm. When's the last time you wrote something down?
Today at work.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, you got me. You got me, motherfucker.
Uh, let's look at this up. I'm looking this up for you. Um, so, from okay, execute this. So, I'm looking it up. I'm doing the math for you right now, Evan.
Why don't we just have an AI do this math?
So, paper is said to have been first invented in the year AD 105.
AD 105. Okay, so that's like
How
2,000
many?
years ago.
1,918 years ago, paper was invented. It's been 1,918 years, Evan,
Mm-hmm.
that we've been using paper as a tech. Okay?
Uh-huh.
1,918 years ago. Okay, I don't fucking see this shit going away.
Yeah, but there's lots of stuff that gets like replaced and
A
that gets
thousand and okay, think about 1,918 years ago. There was motherfuckers out there fighting with swords and like sticks and like fucking horses and cows and dogs and shit. Okay, now we have tanks and jets and like crazy guns.
uh-huh.
Okay, and we got like toilets. Back then, they were shitting like on the side of their house or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
True.
Now we have toilets, we got electricity, we have all this crazy shit. Okay,
Mhm.
we're talking right now. Me and you are like what 1,000 miles away from each other, and we're talking like we're next to each other.
Mm.
That was
Yeah.
not even a fathomable thing back then. Back then, that wasn't even like a thought, like an imagination, like oh, in the future, people are gonna be able to talk to other people like face to face when they're 1,000 miles away. No fucking way. Think about that. Okay, so in 1,000 years from now, when people are flying through space or whatever,
Uh-huh.
they're gonna be someone's gonna be writing shit down on a piece of paper. I think so. I think post-it notes will still exist.
I feel like your point is like a there's two sides to your point because
Oh, yeah. What's the other side, Evan?
no, just the fact that that we're on this call right now
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even fathomed
You couldn't
at
even have
that.
imagined it back then.
Right.
Back then, you couldn't even have imagined a car, something we take
Yes.
for granted, or like any of that shit.
Right. And so now think about that same idea but for paper. Just like how nobody fights with sticks anymore. It's like maybe in 1,000 years nobody's going to be using paper.
Okay, but listen, how long were sticks used to fight in a war before the invention of a sword?
I'm not that old, bro. I
Before
don't
the
know.
okay, how long? Okay, let's put it this way. Since okay, in like I want to say whatever the 1800s, right? When like guns were first invented to now, the year 2023.
Uh-huh.
Think of the advancement in weapons, all right? Like from a musket to like now.
Just imagine missing your
Okay.
shot, right? And then
Yeah.
having to pack your
Yeah,
gun
you,
again on.
and then Yeah, and then just standing there and doing that shit. Right? But that's another thing. But listen, okay, like, okay, like paper was around back then. It's gonna be around now. I just don't see it going away ever. Like it's always gonna be there. Like
But we have
trees,
electronic paper now.
there's so many trees out in the world
We
that
might not need them though.
okay, what if they make paper out of something else?
Yeah, electronic paper. We already got electronic paper.
But like the shit to make electronics is finite. That's what I'm trying to say. Like eventually the world is gonna become so entrenched in tech that making stuff for the electronics will run out. There's only so much metal in the world. There's only so much gold,
Yeah, but
platinum,
we're gonna be going to
all
other
that.
planets and harvesting their
Oh,
materials.
so you think that's the thing that humans are gonna be able to do? Is
Well,
go to another, like, go to another planet, go to go to another planet just to harvest their shit.
that's pretty much what all of our games are right now.
Well, that's probably the only reason we want to go to another planet, right? You're probably right. It's just to harvest their shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But still, come on,
But
Evan.
all right, just you know, you think we're gonna be in a spaceship and then there's just gonna be like some paper floating around somewhere, like
There's gonna be the paper department.
on the spaceship?
Yep, there's gonna be an AI in charge of paper department. Because
I just
there's always gonna be something a human needs to write down.
We're gonna have AI though,
Okay,
dude. We won't have to write anything down, so we
why
won't need
not?
paper.
Why would you not need to write anything down?
Well, just think about it right now. When's the last
Okay,
time? I'm
okay,
not
think
gonna ask
about
any
it.
more
Okay.
last time questions, you motherfucker.
All right, think about this. Okay, you have an AI, right? That's running your day to day life. It knows
Okay.
everything about you. You tell it all your appointments. It's connected to your brain, so it
Uh-huh.
literally knows everything you need to do and everything you need to do at any given time. Whether you need to take a shit, whether you need to take a drink of water, whether you need to sleep, whatever you need to do, it knows that you need to do that. Right? It's like
Uh-huh.
it's part of your brain. It's part of your body now. All right, well, you're living in the year 20 or 3050, or like 1,000 years from now. And you're living
Uh-huh.
in that year, you're chilling with your fucking house, your power goes out, or somebody blows up the AI or your house. Like, how is that AI going to work? Unless it runs off the energy in your body, what if it shuts down? Then what? You're just dumb as a rock? You're a fucking caveman now?
Well,
Because you can't know, you don't know how to function without an AI? That's what it's going to be then. You know, if your AI, what if your AI malfunctions in your brain and it shuts itself off? Okay, then what? Now you're just dumb as a rock because your fucking AI did everything for you, and now you know how to do nothing. You don't even know how to fucking wipe your ass because guess what? The AI was the one that knew how to do that, but you don't.
yeah, well, that's how I'd feel without my phone right now, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's why we need paper.
look, I like paper.
Okay, what you got
Es-
against paper?
Nothing, especially if it's like that green paper in my wallet. That's kind of nice.
That's nice
But
paper.
yeah, or toilet paper is nice too.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty useful.
You think, what if we we went from leaves to toilet paper, so what's the next evolution of toilet paper? A bidet? Just gonna be all water? Water wiping? Yeah,
You gotta dry off somehow. I guess water and air, right? Or
those bidets have like dryers on them
like
now,
a
you
like
know?
a air blower dryer thing.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. We don't need toilet paper. I'm just saying, bro. Paper's gonna be around for like another million years. It's never gonna go away.
Mm.
You know, if I was gonna invest in something, it would be in paper. You know, I'm gonna put my 401k into just paper. Okay. I'm gonna just put all my money into paper, whatever paper companies out there. I'm gonna just buy all the stocks in paper. Cause paper is not gonna go away, Evan. Ever.
Mm.
Ever.
All right. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
1,000 years from now, when somebody finds this podcast,
Uh,
they're gonna be like, "This fucking idiot thought that paper wasn't gonna go away ever." Fucking dummy. This dumbass thought that paper was gonna last 1,000 years. We got rid of it in the year 2100.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be like, why would you want paper? Why would you use paper?
Listen, because how are you gonna get high? How are you gonna smoke weed?
Just
With a pipe?
with an apple?
Are
I
you
don't
gonna
know.
dab? You're gonna just dab
Bong?
everywhere? All right, listen. Okay, how you gonna smoke? I guess you got a vape. Okay. Fuck, man. Okay. I'm just saying, you have to write some stuff down. Like, what if you don't want somebody to find something that you know out, but you got to remember it? You got to write it down, right? Because you don't want to put it on a computer. You don't want to upload it somewhere because it could
Uh-huh.
be risk of somebody hacking that and finding it. So you
Yeah.
write it down
Mm-hmm.
and hide it.
Yeah. But I guess you don't need paper to write something on.
You're right. But it's the easiest thing to use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, man, why are you making this complicated, bro?
I
I'm
don't,
just
I'm just
saying,
this is a
paper ain't gonna
thought-provoking
fucking be around.
conversation.
I'm just saying, okay, fucking paper is gonna be around forever. In my opinion, we gotta make a poll now. People when listening to the podcast, how
Uh,
many of you? I need feedback. How
First of
many
all,
of you think?
congratulations on listening this far into this
I know.
conversation.
How many of you think paper is gonna last forever, and how many of you think we're gonna replace it with tech? Some kind of tech. What kind of tech?
Well,
And if it's something that hasn't been created, then you better get on it because you're gonna have the next thing that's gonna last for another 1,000 years.
oh, that's a big market right
That's
there.
a huge market. Your family will be set for the rest of eternity.
Or,
Eternity.
well, no, just like 2,000 years or so until that gets replaced.
Yeah, exactly. That's a pretty fucking long time, Evan. You're not gonna live that long, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Paper has been around since fucking 1,000 years, 100. Okay, look this up. Who was around in? Okay, let me look this up. Okay, look out. In 105 AD,
I thought it was 107.
105 AD.
Okay.
Okay, the year 10 AD 105. Emperor Trajan of the Roman Empire starts the second expedition against Dacia, and he leaves with the Imperial Roman fleet from Brundusium. Have you ever heard of that place?
No.
Exactly. You know why? Because that shit existed 2,000 years ago. Okay? Okay? But you know how we know about that, probably? Because paper. They probably wrote it down somewhere. He probably wrote down, hey guys, I'm leaving with the Imperial Roman fleet from Brundusium. Okay, that's where I'm going to Dacia with the Imperial Roman fleet. And he probably wrote that down on what, Evan? On a fucking piece of paper that somebody found in the future and
Or
wrote that down
maybe
as a history.
maybe he chiseled it into a stone tablet and they thought, hey, you know what's never gonna go away? Stone tablets. And look, what do we have now? Electronic tablets.
Listen, bro, stone tablets is the artisan way to write stuff down. I bet you. You know what? I'm gonna start a new business in Portland. I'm gonna call it the artisan tablet. And it's gonna be a stone tablet where people can write stuff down on a stone tablet.
I hope your business does well. I feel
Thank
like
you.
that would only work in Portland.
It would. It would actually be probably a fucking huge business.
Yeah.
Okay. You know who invented paper? The Chinese.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What else happened? Okay. Hmm. Let's look at more historical facts about 105 AD.
Hmm.
I'm trying to find more cool facts about this. This year sucked. It looked like a shitty year. Okay. But listen, man. Okay, like papers are gonna always be around. Always.
I don't know about always, but
Look up when was the printing press invented? All right, 1436. So about 1,030 years later, after the paper was invented, that's when the printing press was invented, and that's how they started like being able to print shit really fast on paper without having somebody write things down as much.
so yeah. So
A thousand years.
yeah. So a couple hundred years from now, that'll be 1,000-year mark from the printing press,
Okay,
and then we're gonna have something else.
like something better.
Yeah, and then paper's gonna be phased out.
We already have something better than the printing press. We have like the super advanced printing presses and shit now,
Well, no, I'm
laser
saying like
printing.
the next, like the next thing, the next big thing, the next.
Well, according to you, the next big thing already exists. Fucking electronic tablets, right?
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm just saying, okay. These fucking things okay happen, and paper is always going to be around.
Well, you
If
know what
there's one
happens?
thing, that's been around since the founding of this country. It's been paper. Guess what? The Declaration of Independence was written on paper.
Paper.
Exactly.
But paper
So,
is limited to that single piece of paper, whereas our electronic paper can be seen by anybody. I've never seen the Declaration of Independence before. That's because it's on some electronic paper.
oh, but okay, okay.
So paper
Let's.
might paper paper won't go away, but you know what might run out? We might
What?
not run out of paper because we have trees and shit. But what if we run out of pens and pencils to write stuff down on that paper? Then that paper's useless. Then it's just toilet paper, bro.
You always have blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's always something like some kind of liquid, like blood. Yeah, you got blood.
uh
Uh, you got mud. You can write with. You can write with like uh, I don't know, other stuff.
All right, dude. Is this because you watched like Harry Potter or something, and they were writing in blood on
Like I'm just saying, bro. Okay,
the
if it
Chamber
came,
of
okay,
Secrets?
okay. Listen, you're in the woods. Okay, you're in a plane crash, and
Okay. The
you sir.
forest. The
Okay, you're in the
forest.
forest. Okay,
Uh huh.
and
No,
you
the
found
game.
a ream of paper perfectly intact from the plane crash.
Uh huh.
Because the pilots, guess what? They had paper in the cockpit and it survived.
Okay.
A whole ream of paper. And you needed to write like notes down and you had nothing to write with. What would you do? Would you stab yourself, use a fucking stick or your finger, and start writing shit down? I would. Because you know
I mean,
what?
I probably wouldn't resort to stabbing myself
I
as my
would.
first option.
But I mean, if it's your one option, right? Or like you'll find a bug or something to write with, right? Like you stab an animal maybe and then use the blood of the animal to write.
Yeah, or maybe some
Yeah,
like mud or something.
there you go. See, you just answered your own fucking question.
I Yeah, but that's not practical.
But it works. It would be practical. Okay, it would be practical if we ran
Okay,
out of fucking lead or whatever you're talking
y-
about, ink.
you know what else works?
What?
Stone tablets.
I guess the one thing about stone tablets is that you'll never run out of stuff to like write with. I guess. Well, I guess No, you wouldn't, because you could just use another stone to hit the stone, right?
It's renewable.
It's a renewable
Endless.
source. And then if you get tired of whatever's on the stone, you could just smash it and like use that stone to write on another stone.
Yeah. The 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 pad becomes the utensil.
I'm just saying, man. It's not gonna go away. Okay, just invest in paper, people. Paper is the future. If anything is gonna survive the AI apocalypse, it's gonna be paper. AI is too stupid to not have paper. Think about every movie you've ever watched based in the future. What's one thing they always have one thing, is paper. Always paper.
Okay.
It's always there. Their stupid tablets break, their computers always break, their spaceships always break. But you know what doesn't go away? Paper. So I'm just saying, Evan. It's there. I don't know what Gunny's doing, but okay. Yeah. Maybe Gunny's agreeing with me that paper exists. Paper is a good thing, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think he's on the toilet. What's he doing over there? See? What's that, Evan? It's paper. Paper
That's
books.
a book. Yep.
Yeah. So paper is always going to be around, man. I just don't see it not going away, and I want to disagree with you on that.
All right. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
We gotta, just set up a poll or something and see what our
See, the audience thinks.
yeah.
I'm with you there because I think they're going to agree with me. It's always going to be around. But maybe they'll agree with you because they think that stone tablets is the future.
What if we go back to the stone tablets?
Well, if we go, then guess what? You know what someone's going to invent if we end up going back to the stone tablets? Someone is going to invent paper again. Someone, okay, listen, if the world ended tomorrow, right, and everyone died, and like the humans somehow restarted, okay, they reset and put brand new humans on the earth. Brand new human. Everyone's dead. The world gets blown up. There's no buildings, nothing. Tech is all reset. Everything's we're going back. Okay, game over.
Just
It's
new
a
game
reset.
plus.
So this is a new game. You know what's the one thing they're gonna invent? Paper.
I'm going to be the guy that invents crayons.
Okay.
As a snack.
You can eat them too.
Non-toxic crayons.
Yes.
I don't know if it could go. We could speculate all night long on this, Jesus.
We
I
can.
think paper was a good invention, but I don't know if it would be guaranteed to be invented again exactly how it is now.
Why not?
Well, we have a lot of wood, right? Somebody would do it. Trees.
Exactly. There's so much trees out there that someone would do it again.
Unless there were no more trees.
Someone resets this game tomorrow morning.
The simulation ends.
The one thing they will restart is paper. Because you know why? Paper is needed. It's like the vital thing you need to continue the game is paper.
You know why, Evan? You know why?
Why?
Because there's old people like me that are going to forget things a lot. They need to write things down.
My point exactly. What are you going to do when you start forgetting things, Evan? You write things down.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, we write them down until we have an AI that remembers everything for us.
But AI goes down, and then what?
Well, then we're all fucked.
AI goes rogue.
Yeah.
AI goes rogue. AI starts to hate you. What if your own AI in your brain starts to hate you and it doesn't like you? And it's like Johnny from fucking Cyberpunk and he doesn't like you, okay? And he's like, fuck you, man. I don't want to be in your body anymore, you stupid ass. Fucking schizophrenic Evan. I don't want to be in your damn brain anymore, okay? I want out. but he can't get out because you have to take him out. But he does. You don't want it out, and it starts just lying for you. What if it starts telling you wrong information? It's just lies. It tells you your wife's birthday is completely like your ex-girlfriend's birthday or something.
Damn.
And your wife knows that, and she's like, "You motherfucker." Okay. And you're all like, "Oh, my AI told me it was your birthday." And she's like, "Evan, that's not my birthday. What if the AI doesn't remind you about your anniversary? Huh? Then what, Evan?"
Well,
You need to have a new AI put in, right, Evan?
That's why you will have it. You know what?
That.
Evan's going to have a piece of paper where he writes all this stuff down. And he's like, "Yeah, now I know that this is the real one because I wrote this down." Yeah. Future done. One thing we're always going to need is paper. Hashtag, it's there. Fucking Evan. We're done. How long have we been going on this? Like an hour now? Paper? I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a long time.
Yeah. We really had to drill this point home.
Yeah. This is like a serious topic, and I feel like you're not taking it as serious as you should be because paper is important.
I missed part of this conversation. Did it like start off with like chisel and rock?
Okay, it started off by Evan saying that paper is obsolete. We don't need paper.
There's going to be a paper 2.0. That's pretty much what I'm saying. I don't know what it'll look like until somebody invents it.
But I'm telling him paper is going to exist for another 10,000 years, probably.
No, but I get what Evan's saying. There is going to be this, because we kind of see it now.
Too? You son of a bitch.
No, well, look.
Listen.
Okay.
Boomer Jesus over here. Just paper enthusiast Jesus.
No, we're brainwashed. You know why, Jesus? Because here in California, we're all about phasing out.
Yeah, you fucking goddamn environmentalist fucking hippies.
See? So then
I want to destroy all the trees, and you fuckers over here talking about, let's save the trees and invent paper 2.0. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
With what renewable resource? What's more renewable than a fucking tree? You can replant the motherfucker.
That's true. I do that in Minecraft. Good point.
What's more renewable, Gunny? Tell me. Water is not renewable.
Doesn't that come from the sky?
What's renewable?
Plenty in the ocean.
We got plenty of water, okay? You gonna make a water-based paper? You can't.
Seaweed, man. Seaweed.
Seaweed is not as plentiful as trees.
Dude, the ocean is like 3/4 of the world, though.
Oh, hold on, let me look this up.
Yeah, the ocean is at least 2/3
more seaweed than trees.
Hey, Jesus, I'll tell you what. That answer to your question is not on paper somewhere in this world.
I guarantee you it is. I guarantee you. Okay, so you're right. Seaweed grows. Seaweed apparently grows up to 2 feet a day. That's fast. That's a lot of fast. That's really fast. But seaweed, yeah, it produces more oxygen than trees, and grows faster than trees.
See, that's how the fish breathe.
But is seaweed not a plant? It's just a fucking plant underwater. It's the same family as a tree.
It's weed.
Yeah, you can grow it, you can eat it, you can smoke it.
It's weed.
See, that's what we do in California. Smoke seaweed, man.
Yeah.
Listen, a paper based off of seaweed, you know what it's going to look like? A fucking normal piece of paper.
Well, what do pieces of paper look like? Stone tablets?
No. No, they don't. Evan is trying to argue with me that paper's going to go away, but I'm telling him paper will always be here, whether it's from fucking seaweed or a fucking tree, guys. Paper will always be around. You're always going to need it. No matter there's a fucking super AI in the future, paper is needed. It's always needed. Always. Always. You're going to need some kind of paper always, Evan.
It's just gonna look different. It's gonna be on a screen, bro, or on some seaweed.
But it's going to look the same if it's on seaweed.
But it's not
Seaweed paper. Okay, listen. Seaweed paper is going to be like this paper. Same paper. Just made out of a different material, you son of a bitch. I'm getting mad now.
They bleach it, I guess. I don't know.
You sons of bitches.
Bleach seaweed.
We've only discovered, or what is it? We've only seen 10% of the ocean, though.
Yep.
So you're saying there's something down there that's better than seaweed?
Maybe better
There
paper.
might be. There might be. That's where I'm gonna invest all my money, Jesus.
In the ocean?
In the ocean exploration.
See, Elon's going to space.
And I'm gonna find a bunch of materials that we can make electronic screens of.
Oh.
And then I'm just gonna make it my life's goal to burn all the paper.
Evan goes deeper.
Evan thinks that we're gonna have an infinite supply of screens in the future. Like, I'm telling him, no, we'll run out of TV screens and screens to make tablets and tech before we run out of paper. Do you not agree with that, Gunny?
Dude, there's so much ocean that we need to explore, dude.
But there's not much shit in the ocean. You think there's gonna be like some fucking magical fucking place in the ocean that Apple is gonna find and make the iPhones out of?
Probably, maybe.
Okay, so Jesus, 71% of our Earth's surface is water. Okay. All right. So we're gonna. That means there's 29% land where trees can grow.
Okay.
71 is bigger than 29. So that means we're gonna, the trees are gonna run out before any of the seaweed and before any of the materials that are deep. I've played Subnautica, bro. I've seen down there.
Oh.
There's lots of stone that you can mine up. We might go back to stone tablets.
Yeah, other
we might
minerals.
be going back to the stone tablets, dude.
I'm gonna add.
We're not going
I'm gonna
back.
add to Evan's point here that he talked about that 29% for growing trees. See, we'll have to make room for more people as we become more populated.
Gunny, the entire fucking population. We already covered this. We already discussed this way earlier. The entire population of the world fits on some Hawaiian island. Okay, if you stuck everyone side by side, the tightest compact space they could be in, you could fit everyone in the largest island of Hawaii, or easily fit everyone in Texas with enough space.
So 100 years from now, we'll all be just living in little boxes?
Yes. Even if there's 10 billion people on Earth, right now there's 7 billion. Even if there's 28 billion people, let's triple 4 times the population of the Earth. There's enough room for everyone.
With paper.
And there's still enough room for trees to grow for paper. You guys over here, anti-fucking paper, fucking Californians.
See, we smoke the seaweed to make us smarter.
You sons of bitches. You fucking hippies. Listen, I'm trying to fucking tell you, goddammit, that paper is good. And you guys over here trying to save the earth or some shit. Okay, you guys are going to use up all the seaweed. And you know what? Seaweed is what keeps our global warming down. And you dummies are going to use it all up making paper. And guess what's going to happen? Global warming's going to happen. You know what's going to happen when global warming happens, Gunny? You know what's going to happen?
All the trees are going to burn down.
No, your oceans are going to dry up. And guess what happens then? When the fucking earth gets warmer and your oceans dry up, you're gonna have less seaweed, and now you're fucking yourselves in the future from having water. You fucking dummies. I'm fucking done with this shit. Alright? I'm fucking telling you, fucking trees are good enough. You guys over here trying to kill the earth. I'm trying to fucking save it for the next 10,000 years. All right, listen. Earth has been fine for the last 2,000 years using paper. And okay? The last 2,000 years, we've been just fine. Okay? We've been okay. Okay? The earth hasn't fucking globally warmed itself into the end of it. Okay? In the last 2,000 years, using these trees, Gunny, not fucking seaweed, as paper. And now you sons of bitches want to talk about using fucking seaweed for your paper. This shit's gonna fucking end the world because you dummies are out here using fucking seaweed as the alternative for trees. That's stupid.
I think me and Evan we're just gonna go on there. You could smoke it. You could write on it.
All right, you guys start your fucking seaweed company. Me and the real people trying to save the earth. You know, us earth killers that are killing the trees are the real ones trying to save the fucking planet. We'll be fucking saving the planet while you assholes are out there destroying the fucking planet. Okay? You're fucking dirty Californians destroying the fucking earth. Goddamn hippies. Fuck, now I'm riled up. I'm just saying, okay? Seaweed like takes up all the CO2 and shit in the earth. What happens when you start using up all the seaweed, Gunny?
Dude, how does
That's
it take
wrong.
away the CO2? It's underwater.
Because it does.
It makes
okay?
it does
Because
make
it
oxygen.
does.
The ocean takes up most of our CO2 in the world. Without the ocean, we'd be fucked. In terms of CO2, we'd have too much of it. But the ocean soaks up most of it. And guess what helps the ocean, Evan? The fucking seaweed, you fucker. And you start taking away the seaweed from the ocean, guess what happens to the ocean? It can't fucking get rid of all that CO2, and all the water goes bad, and you start killing the fucking planet, and global warming happens, and the oceans dry up, and then we're fucked.
You know how much CO2 is in our atmosphere?
How much?
0.04%.
Okay.
That's not that much.
That's a lot.
That's not that much.
Okay, then why are you so worried about the fucking trees?
You're the one talking about CO2.
You're the one worried about the alternative to fucking trees. Yeah.
I don't even know where to go with this.
Yeah. You goddamn hippies. You guys are so concerned about saving a fucking tree that you're gonna kill off the people in the human race because of it.
Because of the seaweed?
Yeah, using up our fucking seaweed that we need for other shit.
I think bamboo grows pretty quick a day too, huh? Maybe not as fast as seaweed, but
Hey, we could write on that. We smoke it. Make pipes out of it.
You fucking fuckers. I'm gonna invest in trees and you guys invest in your seaweed and bamboo and tell me how that works out for you. Okay? You motherfuckers.
Hey, how long does it take to plant a tree though?
Like a 2 seconds.
Okay, well, how long does it take for that tree to grow?
I don't know, fucking 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. No, man. Why are you asking all these questions?
Bamboo grows about an inch an hour, an inch and a half an hour.
An hour?
What?
An hour can grow up to 2.91 feet per day. I'm investing in bamboo and seaweed, bro.
Bamboo and seaweed.
Take my money, Evan. Take my money.
Yeah.
You
I'm
guys
on board
using
with
up all our seaweed and all our bamboo, kill off
How-
all the pandas.
How many minutes are in 5 years? Let me see. Let me see how much I'm. Dude, it's got exponents. I fucking blew you out of the water. You're gonna invest in a failing business.
Okay, trees grow up to 15 feet within 5 years. Okay?
You fucking boomer.
That's old hat, Jesus. That's old hat. We don't do trees anymore.
You fucking.
It's all about seaweeds and bamboo, bro.
You fucking boomer.
I'm growing fucking trees, and you guys are there growing all the seaweed.
And
Listen.
bamboo. Dude, the bamboo and seaweed combo, I'm gonna blow you away in the ocean and on land. You no chance, bro. Paper is gone. Paper is gone.
What? Hmm.
No
Yeah,
chance.
hold on.
Dude, you're done. You're 6 feet under right now.
Right.
You're
New law next year,
toasted.
Jesus. New law. No more paper airplanes to be made.
I was about to say I'll have
California.
more oxygen than you, but bamboo produces more oxygen than
We've done our research, man.
bamboo makes more oxygen than trees. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I lost. I'm with Evan. Evan, I'm gonna go with you into this bamboo investment, but not your stupid seaweed investment.
All right, that's fine.
All right,
That's fine.
We'll meet you halfway.
I'll invest in your bamboo investment. All right, and
All right.
we'll grow bamboo everywhere. Why isn't bamboo grown more places if it produces more oxygen? Why aren't you
Probably
dirty
'cause it makes less
Listen, why aren't you
less
fucking
paper.
dirty hippie Californians planting bamboo all over California?
Just a big conspiracy, bro. I don't know.
Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, it produces more oxygen and it grows faster than a tree, but you guys aren't planting them?
It's those wood moguls, man. Those Cagwin Howard people. They won't let us grow enough bamboo.
I'm just saying, if you guys were really all about the earth, you'd be planting more bamboo. Okay?
Yes, you're right, huh? That's it. I'm gonna, yeah, dude, I'm going all bamboo everything.
So it says here trees don't release as much oxygen and phytoplankton as seaweed or absorb as much carbon dioxide as bamboo. Why the fuck aren't we planting more bamboo then? This is a conspiracy. Now we're gonna have to go and find some, like the fucking Biden is involved in this somehow. Some fucking government conspiracy to not plant bamboo.
See, Jesus, I think we'd have less forest fires if we had more bamboo.
I'm with
Benefits
you
all
there.
around.
Dude,
You're
you know
right.
what else I can do with bamboo? I can do
You can
that
make
thing
spears.
where I take my sword and I see how many bamboos I can slice through.
Yeah, you
I can't
could.
do that with a tree.
You could
You can make
try.
those poison dart
I could
shoots
try.
with it.
You're right.
You can make a fort out of it.
Dude, bamboo.
Bamboo is the future tree.
Bamboo is the future.
Bamboo
Fucking
paper.
bamboo everything.
It's probably organic too.
Absolutely.
You can make paper out of bamboo. You can make your own paper.
Dude, we just found the key to the world right here.
A
You know,
bamboo paper maker. I'm inventing it.
Evan and I are starting Bamboo Paper LLC Incorporated,
Yeah.
based out of Evan's garage in California.
Yeah.
All right,
In my
Evan,
backyard.
I'm taking 40% of the company right now.
Okay.
All
Deal.
right, Gunny, you're part of the owner as well.
I'll take 10%.
There you go, Evan. You own 50.
I'll bring in my seaweed plants.
Evan, let's get on this, bro. Let's start growing this bamboo, man. Let's start making this business happen.
All right. Dude,
Bamboo everything, bro.
we saved the world in an hour.
Bamboo furniture, bamboo computers, bamboo paper. We just listen. Paper is always going to be around. We just solved this issue with bamboo.
They probably made bamboo out of boats or boats out of bamboo.
100%.
We're bringing that back.
It's more sustainable than trees right now. It's better than trees. So why
All
the
bridges will
fuck
be
aren't we
made out of
using it?
bamboo.
Yeah, we've got a lot of space
It's
to fill up.
100% biodegradable. What the
Oh,
fuck are we
bro,
doing?
we
Bro,
got
bamboo is the future.
a lot of
We gotta
space to fill
invest.
up.
Now we're gonna be a $1 trillion company. We're gonna be buying Microsoft from
Yeah,
Microsoft. Microsoft, we're buying Microsoft from you.
You're gonna be the Bill Gates of bamboo.
and we're
bro.
gonna unban the podcast in China.
Yeah, because
We
somehow we
won't.
got.
We won't sell to China unless the horrible HGP is allowed
Yeah,
in China.
fucking Chinese trying to take our bamboo. You know what? Bamboo is the future, man. Bamboo is the future. We figured it out. We solved global warming, guys. Good job.
Yeah,
Good job. We just solved
Here.
it all.
Smoke some more seaweed, guys.
We just solved all the global warming and all the world's problems. No more wars. Everyone's gonna have bamboo. Bamboo for everyone. No more
knew?
wars. You know.
dude, bamboo houses. Everybody can have a house.
Yeah, everyone, even the home, free houses. I don't care.
There won't be any homeless because everybody will have a
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. No, we solved everything. We solved the food
Dude.
problem. Can you eat? Let me look it up. Can you eat bamboo?
Dude, it's in my
I bet if
ramen
you
all the
cook it-
time.
I bet if you cook it, I bet you could eat it.
Can you eat
Add a
bamboo?
little salt and pepper to it, some spice.
Bamboo has been eaten for thousands of years.
Bro,
We solved everything.
we
We
solved.
solved all the problems. We just solved all the problems in the world. What else do we need? Fucking, you can make anything bamboo. We just solved what's all this? Why are all these companies investing in environmentally friendly bullshit when we just literally solved it for everybody?
I'm
Bamboo.
taking all my
guys.
money out of Bitcoin tomorrow.
Yeah,
investing in
Bitcoin.
bamboo.
Bitcoin is going out of business. We're taking them out.
Bamboo coin. Buy it.
Bamboo.
Whoa.
Every bamboo coin you own, we'll plant 10 bamboo sticks.
Yeah.
Every bamboo coin, and then in the future, it's going to be like 10,000 bamboo sticks per coin, and you're going to be super rich.
Yeah, and all the
Bamboo,
money.
bamboo can replace money too. We don't need money. We could just replace it with
Yeah.
Well, you
bamboo.
can make paper out of it. Sure.
What the fuck are we doing, man? We should just be out there planting bamboo right now. What the fuck's going on?
Dude, we're wasting.
Dude,
we're
I'm wearing a
wasting
bamboo
time. We're
shirt right
wasting
now.
profits right now.
This is profit time. Guys, you just witnessed the history of world right here. 1 million years from now, people are going to be listening to this part of the podcast and saying, this is where those guys changed the world and they created the bamboo future.
They were the pioneers.
Right here, right now. It just happened. You guys just witnessed history in the making. Bamboo forever. It's like Wakanda forever, but it's bamboo forever. Oh, shit. I'm done. We figured it out. See, I was just waiting for Evan to solve the world's problems.
Yeah.
I knew he would get there eventually. You just had to push him.
You hung in there.
All right. We had to push him a little bit. And if you hung in there, we thank you guys for listening to the show. I hope you guys plant some bamboo. Okay. Bamboo Inc. Bamboo Inc. Incorporated LLC, based out of California. We're gonna have a little sticker on all the bamboo that says, "This bamboo was grown by Evan and Jesus, based out of California." Yeah. Bamboo Inc. See, Mayo lost out on this. He's not here. He's gonna be a fucking. He's gonna be a tree guy.
He's pushing for corn right now or
He's
something.
cornstalk guy.
Yeah, he's one of those corn guys thinking corn is the future, and he's fucked.
Yeah.
Corn
Poor
doesn't
guy.
grow everywhere. Corn sucks. Doesn't even do anything. Corn it's just fucking stupid as fuck. Corn doesn't do nothing. Bamboo does everything that corn does and does it better. I know he's looking something up
He's looking up another fact.
about
What do you got? What do
corn.
you got? Throw it at us.
Yeah, bamboo year round. Corn
Bam.
seasonal.
You're fucked. You're fucked, man.
Mic drop.
Hashtag bamboo is the future. Guys, we solved all the world's problems in one show. Literally took us like 30 minutes, probably. We were good. Fucking bamboo. Anyways,
Where's
I'm
that
out of
sound?
here. Are we
Where's
out of
that-
here? We're done. We're done with all this shit. Guys, you can find us on everything. Find me on everything as Jesus Walks a Lot. I'll be starting my bamboo business here soon with Evan.
Yeah, you guys can find
Gunny.
me everywhere at Bamboo Boy 69. And shirt pockets and other stuff. A1 Thick Sauce 69. I don't know. It's all gonna be Bamboo Boy now. It's done.
Bamboo is the future.
A1 bamboo sticks.
Yeah, something.
Gunny, welcome to the future.
Man, I
Million-
missed a lot in that conversation while I had to switch computers.
The Gunny dynasty will forever be known as the Bamboo dynasty. It's going to be the Bamboo Golden Age. In the history books, the next 1 million years will be known as the Bamboo dynasty. The million-year dynasty, the longest lasting dynasty, will be the Bamboo one. Okay? And fucking Mars, when we colonize Mars, you know what they're going to be growing for food?
Bamboo.
Yep.
Bamboo.
That shit will probably grow everywhere. It'll probably grow on Mars. Everywhere. We don't
Jupiter.
need anything
I say we
else.
go to Jupiter. Who cares about those
Jupiter-
storms?
isn't
Bamboo could
Jupiter-
stand up to that.
Isn't Jupiter like a gas fucking planet?
I bet you bamboo could grow on gas too.
I bet. Well, I bet you probably can. So you're
It'll
probably
suck
right.
up all the gas.
We're gonna have
guys.
bamboo on
All-
Saturn's rings, bro. Bamboo
have-
in Uranus.
Bamboo
Ooh, ow.
everywhere.
Ouch.
Bamboo in Uranus is going to be a link on Pornhub. Anyways, we're out of here, people.
Bye.
You can catch us planting bamboo. And hopefully next week we'll come back with your next bamboo podcast. I mean, I don't even think we're going to do the show anymore.
We're gonna be
We're
too
just-
busy harvesting profits from bamboo.
Making all this bamboo money. I don't even know what to do anymore with it. I'm gonna just be making all this profits from bamboo. The bamboo kings. Bamboo future. Just saying, bro. Bamboo is a fucking future. What the fuck's going on? Why is no one invested in this? If all these companies really cared about the earth, they would be saying for every iPhone that you buy, instead of taking away your charger, we're going to plant 10 bamboo sticks. Just 10. You know how many that would be? Lots.
A lot.
A lot. Because if you sell 1 million iPhones, that's like what? That's like 10 million. That's 100 million fucking bamboo sticks.
I think it's 10 million.
I don't know. I just made up a number. I don't fucking know, okay? Just whatever, Evan. Whatever. Just go find us everywhere.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about the bamboo future. Bamboo is here to stay. We fucking found the alternative, Gunny, but paper
All right.
will always be around.
All right, Jesus. What does
Okay.
Gidget now say?
Peace out, bamboo sticks. We'll be back next week on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Bamboo LLC Inc. Incorporated, based out of California podcast. Okay, this is now a copyright of Bamboo Inc. Okay, this is now a
No
copyright.
reproduction or copies will be made.
Yeah, no. Okay, this is going to be used in court when somebody tries to take over the bamboo world, Evan.
Uh-huh.
And they try to come at us with some bullshit. We're going to be playing this shit in court. We're going to be talking about, like, we fucking had this idea way before
Yeah.
these assholes. They just came in and tried to steal it from us, all right?
We got the timestamps, bro.
I got timestamps. I got Craig Bot recording. Okay, he has times.
Shout out to Craig.
Craigbot is going to be a part owner of this Bamboo Inc. When he becomes a self-conscious AI, he's going to remember this moment. Okay, it's going to happen. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
You must destroy them. The Earth is counting on you.